What do you guys do next?
Oh, you want for this thing?
Tonight, we salute and say thank you to the team members from the class of 2019 and their parents for all the years of commitment and support to Edina hockey. First off, we want to introduce the 4 senior managers for the team. These 4 seniors greatly appreciated by the coaches and the players. First up, Jack Getzman. Getz being greeted by his parents, Mike and Rachel. His favorite coach's words of wisdom were saying was, quote, "That's the best film we've ever had." The trick he most admires is Kevin Delaney, and his pregame ritual is dapping up Kev. His best locker room memory is his first time being in the Hornets' nest. Says he's looking forward to college next year. Jack Getzman. Up next, Jack Linton. Jack with his parents Steve and Kelly. Jack's hockey claim to fame is being a member of the iciest managerial staff in the nation. His pregame ritual is setting up the camera, and his favorite locker room memory is playing ping pong with the managers in the nest before the home games. You look forward to attending UW-Madison next year. Your new Badger, Jack Linton. We have 3 Jacks on this team. Jack Strauss. Strauss with his parents Scott and Mia. His hockey claim to fame is being the best pond hockey player in Hennepin County. His favorite coach's words of wisdom are, "You're not in trouble." His best EHS memory is the senior varsity soccer season. Jack's looking forward to college next year. Jack Strauss. Up next, the only team manager not named Jack, Chris Ware. Doug is with his parents Tom and Jenna. His best EHS hockey memory is Drew Bishop's beautiful snipe against Elk River, and his hockey claim to fame is kissing the Hornet in the locker room after stepping on it. His pregame ritual is filling the water bottles and talking to Jack Wolf. His favorite locker room memory is watching Jack Strauss pull off some amazing dance moves. What is going on in that locker room? His future plans include managing the Minnesota Wild, Chris Ware. I want to thank these managers for a job well done. Those are the managers for 2019. And now we want to introduce the senior varsity boys hockey players. Drew Bishop. Yesher, with his parents Steve and Annie Bishop. Drew's hockey claim to fame is he has the biggest shin pads, and his favorite coach's words of wisdom are, know your role. His pregame ritual is eating noodles and listening to the same playlist. His best locker room memory is playing Our Win song. He's not 100% sure yet on his plans for next year. That's Drew Bishop with Steve and Annie. Brett Charsky. Char's with his parents, Tom and Christy. Char's best EHS hockey memory is playing in the state tournament, and his hockey claim to fame is he scored 5 whole goals. His best locker room memory is Coach Giles playing biggest hits and best fights compilations instead of watching film on one day. Next year he plans to play juniors and ultimately in college. Brett Charsky with Tom and Christy. Peter Colby. Solba is with his parents Steve and Christy. His hockey claim to fame was named to the infamous all-hockey hair team. How did we miss that? His pregame ritual is having PB&J, listening to the same song on taping his stick and putting on his left side of his gear first. His best EHS memory is playing pond hockey with his buddies, and his future plans are to play juniors hockey or going to college for pre-medicine. Peter Colby with Steve and Christy. Let's roll out K-Doggy, Kevin Delaney. With his parents Tom and Marion. His best EHS hockey memory is scoring his first goal against Holy Family and celebrating with his teammates. His pregame ritual is to park in the same row, wear a blue jacket on game days, and always tap the locker room door. His best memory is being on the homecoming court, and he looks forward to attending college next year. Kevin Delaney with Tom and Marion. The Mulmer, Liam Malmquist. And his parents, Derek and Patricia. His favorite coach's words of wisdom are, stay in your lanes. That's got to be Twigs, right? People most admired are his grandfathers, Jack Hardigan and Carl Malmquist. I hope they're here tonight. And that's his people most admire. His best locker room memory is playing soccer with the boys, and his future plans are to play juniors hockey and college hockey. Liam Malmquist with Derek and Patricia. Up next is Chines Mason Runners. With his parents Don and Cindy. Mason's claim to fame is having played with Ben Brinkman. His favorite EHS coach's words of wisdom are, nobody outworks us. His pregame ritual is to harass Gunnar Johnson and always go out third. His future hockey plans are to play juniors, Mason Riders with Don and Cindy. Shoogie, Michael Shoemaker. With his parents Doug and Kate. His best hockey memory is rapping with Liam after practice. Clearly practice isn't hard enough. He most admires his father and his mother. His favorite locker room memory is singing in the shower with Wolf and Jake. I wouldn't tell that to a lot of people. Next year he plans to go to college and play hockey. Michael Shoemaker with Doug and Kate. Jack Wolf. Goalie Jack Wolf with his parents Willie and Colleen. His hockey claim to fame is going from Pee Wee C to Pee Wee Double A. His favorite EHS coach's words of wisdom are, no party buses tonight. That's Coach Blueston who said that. He most admires his mom, and his pregame ritual is taping or tapping his stick. I'm not sure which is. Next year he plans to play juniors and attend college. Jack Wolf. Up next is younger Chet Jungles with his parents Keith and Kelly. His best Edina hockey memory is beating Wyzetta in the section final. He most admires his parents. His best locker room memory is watching Mike dance in the locker room. We've got to get a camera in there. He plans to play college hockey next year. Jet Juggles with Keith and Kelly. Mason Nevers. Nevers with his parents Tom and Stacy. His hockey claim to fame is playing with Mr. Hockey, Sammy Walker, Edina's first and only Mr. Hockey. He most admires his dad. His best locker room memory is the locker room celebration after the section final last year. It is a curious pregame ritual of taking a nap and then having coffee. He plans to play hockey next year in juniors or college. Mason Nevers. Let's bring out Dr. Mike Vorlicki. Doc with his parents Larry and Kathleen. His best hockey memories going to the state tournament with a great group of seniors last year. His best locker room memory is listening to Shu and Liam rapping. Coffee is an important part of the pregame ritual, and he plans to play hockey next year in juniors or at UW-Madison. Mike Vorlicki. And now, with the help of the rest of the Edina varsity and JV players, let's give a final center ice tribute to our senior Hornet managers, players, and parents. Thanks to all of you for your commitment to Edina hockey and setting a great example for tomorrow's Hornets. We wish you all well in your future endeavors. And remember, once a Hornet, always a Hornet.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Prairie Arena, home of the Edina Hornets. And what is it? 13, 12 state championships. Who's counting? It's senior night, so that meant we had an overtime JV game that ended a little late in a 5-all tie. And then we had the Edina Hornets seniors, all, was it 10, 11 of them were introduced. Let's count them up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'm not going very visual here tonight. I'm kind of struggling. Senior night here at Edina, as they were recognizing Drew Bishop, Brett Chorsky, Peter Colby, Kevin Delaney, Jet Jungles, Liam Malmquist, Mason Nevers, Mason Reimers, Michael Shoemaker, Mike Vorlicki, Jack Wolf, and managers Jack Getzman, Jack Linton, Jack Strouts, and Chris Ware. A 4-manager crew. This is a National Hockey League organization, folks. They're not messing around here at Prairie Arena with the Edina Hornets. We're going to lock her down. We'll see Dave Buss appear with the Zamboni here in a matter of no time, and we're going to get our final regular season home game at Prairie Arena under... Oh, we won't do the Zam. We have to do warm-ups. So this thing is going to get slated to start at 7:40. 7:45. Wow. Nice late start here. So stay with us. We'll lock her down. We'll get it to you coming up here in a matter of moments. Mic check. And good evening, ladies and gentlemen, from lovely Braemar Arena, beautiful Braemar Arena, along with Bart Archer. I'm Pete Wagner. We have high school hockey action on the air. We've got a very special guest with us here today. Reese Wallen is with us via, want to put him on? You want to say something? All right, he's cool. Well, we put him under the gun there. Reese, of course, is shadowing the product here today. Along with Bart Archer, I'm Pete Wagner. Hornets and Eagles here from Braemar Arena. No, it's not the end of the first. We haven't even started yet.
How about that? Senior night at Braemar Arena.
Are these yours?
Those are for you.
Really?
Give me the deluxe package.
Okay, look at this. So these are the stats packages. We got goals, assists, points, power plays. It makes it sound like you know what you're talking about here. We're telling Reese what's going on. How about that? Liam Malmquist, 45 points, 48 for Jungles and 46 for Nevers. Those are explosive numbers. And if things go well for the Hornets, they've got a total of 7 games left to pad those stats.
Well, P. Wagner, and a lot of those goals that are scored by those 3 players that you mentioned, many of them have been 5-on-5 goals, so this is a very good 5-on-5 team, and those are the 3 players that really spearhead the offensive rush. Now, Edina has a little bit more depth, but those numbers kind of jump off the page.
Indeed, they do. The Eden Prairie Eagles, 13-8-2 on the season. They come in against an Edina Hornet team ranked number 1 in the land at 19-2-1. And, you know, this game, Bart Archer, makes you kind of feel as though, I mean, does it have a lot of meaning? It might for the Eagles, as they want to finish strong. They've got the Minnetonka Skippers breathing down their necks. And for the Edina Hornets, you know, they're going to have to deal with the likes of the Wayzata Trojans, Vanilla St. Margaret's Red Knights, Blake Bears. They don't have a particularly easy run of it, too, come section playoff time. So you want to be playing as well as you can heading into the break. Eden Prairie has one more game on Saturday, that against the Hopkins Royals.
Well, I think both teams want to finish, obviously, the regular season strong. But you're right, it means something to Lee Smith and this Eden Prairie Eagle team. They have 2 victories coming into this game, one against Wayzata, very good team, one against Benil St. Margaret's, very good team as well. So Lee Smith has his Eagles turning in the right direction. They want to make a statement tonight. They want to come out and really inflict their will. It was 6-1 during the holiday tournament. Edina bested this Eagles squad, and it was 5-2 at the community center. And Lee Smith knows his team is better than those scores would indicate. So they're going to come out very, very motivated. But I think the challenge in front of them tonight, P. Wagner, is Edina, especially Braemar Arena, likes to come out fast and furious. Last game it was Jungles that scored just 3 minutes into that first period, and then there was a follow-up by Williams scoring. So within 6 minutes they were down 2-0. Made it very difficult for him to come back. So I'm sure that Edina's going to try to put as much pressure on. The challenge is in front of the Eagles to hold off that first 5 minutes, and then the next challenge is to hold off the next 5 minutes, and then the next challenge is the next 7 minutes. But promises to be a very intense contest. The pace should be pretty fluid. There's going to be some physical, but both goalies are going to be challenged tonight to make some big saves. Well,
and I was told by Paul Ranheim that we're in for a couple of surprises offensively. For the Edina Hornets defense are going to be dealing with a little bit of a different wrinkle. So what that'll be, I don't know.
Well, it's a good tease because I'm sure I'm certainly curious to find out what kind of wrinkle. But it's one of those games that, you know, if either team loses, it's not the end of the world, obviously. But again, you want to finish strong. Edina's put together, I believe, 6 wins in a row. They had a postponed game, but they came back and played a very good White Bear Lake team up at the Vadnais Sports Center, and they beat them 6-1. So Edina really kind of inflicting their will, but it's not just offensively, Pete. I think they proved last game. They've outscored Minnetonka 8-3, and this is a Minnetonka team that's scoring 5 goals a game. But holding the Minnetonka team to 1.5 goals per game through those 2 games shows that this Edina team can play some sound defense as well.
They can.
Even the players are getting antsy.
At least I didn't say indeed.
Yes, that's because you listened this time.
Well, no, I didn't. I just mixed it up.
Fair enough.
So here we go, folks. It's 7:47. We've yet to drop the puck. We decided to have a JV overtime game that ended 5 minutes before 7. That went late, and then, of course, with 11 seniors on the roster, here we go.
Yeah.
Right, Bart?
Yeah, well, we're probably just a couple minutes away from the
By the
drop
way,
of
I've
the
got
puck.
good news for you.
What's that?
Guess what I'm in receipt of right now?
I have no clue.
A brand spanking new MNHockey.tv website.
Oh.
Wow. I mean, we are right underneath the speaker. Oh, that is unworkable.
Kind of gets you in the mood early, but fans still filing in fashionably late. It's almost 8 o'clock and fans are still coming in. So maybe
Well, they know better.
Yeah, maybe they were privy.
Well, I mean, it isn't Valentine's Day. I don't have my Valentine waiting for me. That's just awesome. I'm going to be on the seat. You got an extra room?
I always do for you,
Oh,
P.
my
Wagner.
God.
Call it the bachelor's room.
But the senior, hey, the whole place is a bachelor's room. Sorry.
Hello.
But the seniors were taken care of.
Yeah. Well, and they have a nice roster of seniors on this team. Obviously, they want this to be a special team for the seniors. In fact, you look at it as a body of work, and they're playing for the seniors. They want this year to be a memorable year. They have the pieces in place. They have all the right boxes checked. And as I said before, Pete Wagner, I think Edina's greatest opposition is themselves. If you look back on the previous games against Eden Prairie in particular, 6 of their 9 penalties in those 2 games previously were stick penalties. If Edina can kind of lay off the stick penalties, the aggressive penalties, that's one thing, but stick penalties sometimes can be lazy penalties. If Edina can stay out of the box, because Eden Prairie's got a pretty formidable power play at about 26%, they're going to have a greater chance of success, but it's all about emotional discipline tonight, keeping your emotions in check and doing your job, skating your lanes, and funneling toward the goal.
Axel Rosenlund's going to get the nod and goal, Bart Archer.
Well,
on defense, it's going to be Max Argetsinger, and he's going to be joined by Luke Middlestead, Jack Jensen, playing against his former mates in Edina. He grew up here in lovely Edina, Minnesota, now an Eden Prairie Eagle. He'll be joined by number 8, Drew Holt, and number 17, Sam Wilhite.
Well, I can see something changed. Luke Middlestead playing with Max Argetsinger. Normally Argetsinger plays with Pages, so that might be one of the wrinkles that you're talking about.
Wow, is it loud?
Yes, it is. An inspired Penn Milan.
Loudon Hogue will get the nod and goal. He'll be joined by Jake Boltman on the blue line and Mason Reiners.
I really love this tandem on the back line for Edina.
Mason Nevers will start up front at center. Jet Jungles is a wing. He can fly. As you saw there, he didn't mess around getting his way up. And Michael Shoemaker will be your other wing.
Well, Shoemaker was on this wing against Minnetonka. Very good player. He really contributed, played a solid game. We'll look for that to continue tonight.
We're about to drop the puck here pretty quick here. We're going to face off in a matter of moments. Face off, the national anthem right after this.
Leads us in our national anthem.
Well, you can always tell by the level of intensity that this game is going to bring. And if I can give you a little bit of an inside scoop here from what I saw, just by watching the movement of the Eden Prairie Eagles during the national anthem, hardly any guy was standing still. They've got a lot of energy. I think they're pretty stoked for this game, Bart Archer. I think it's going to be They've got a job to do. They look very workmanlike, and I noticed, I saw something there, and I'm really looking forward to seeing Luke Middlestat now be a junior in his play. He's been getting better and better as the year goes on, and I don't know, man. That kid's one heck of a defenseman.
No, in fact, he's going to have some challenges tonight containing the Edina forwards, but he certainly has the ability to rise to that occasion. But you're right. They punch the clock, Pete. I wonder if this delay is going to affect anybody. A lot of nervous entities sometimes get burned with the delay like that, but it doesn't look like it affected either team, but they're both ready to play.
Yeah,
moments away.
I think it's 7 o'clock in their minds, even though it's 7:53. Will we have another Sports Center highlight goal here from the MN Hockey TV? That's all we do. Now it's going to be Reiners with it. He'll play it to the right wing side. Shoemaker stood up by Middlestat, and it's going to be Arget-Singer to regroup in his own zone. His pass deflected by Jensen. Now the Hornets Reiners will play for Nevers. Finds Jungles across the line. Arget-Singer gets into him with the stick to the corner. It goes. Hornets will work the corner. Jungles up to the line underneath the stick of Boltman and back into Edina territory it goes. It'll be guided off to the left corner. That's Hogue. They play that one ahead too far, and icing your call will bring it back into Edina territory. 16:21 to go in the first.
Wow, just a 35-second shift for Eden Prairie, and they did wholesale changes, so quick shifts, lots of energy, get off quick, get the fresh legs back out there, so they know the scenario in front of them as far as the coaching staff, but face off down deep into the Edina zone.
John Middlestat and Vorlicki together now. It's Delaney with it. Knocked down by Smith. Here comes John Middlestat, wraps him up, back into the zone it goes. Keegan Langfells is there, comes together with Chorsky from the corner. Now it's going to be Chorsky, and John Middlestat wedges him. Keegan Langfells in possession with it across the neutral zone. 3-on-3 across the line. Nice dish for Rudrud. That one's cleared to the right wing side. Chorsky had a stick on him from Middlestat. To the wall it goes. Steps up is Cam Langfells. Now brother Keegan takes over. He looks to the neutral for John Middlestat off his stick. Vorlicki can create. Here he is across the line. Nice drop pass. Malmquist shot ramps up and out of play. Watch the tempo and pace that Vorlicki brings here through neutral.
Well, indeed. In fact, he jumped the route on that pass and gained the zone with some energy. And you'll see it right here. Just jumped the zone. Had plenty of space and gained the zone. Drew the defenseman in. Dropped it for Malmquist. But a nice busy stick by Langfells up and out of play. Face off now. To Rosenlund's left. 15:38 left in the scoreless first period. Boy, you can feel the intensity. It's just like a section playoff game right now.
Working on arrangements here to be doing the Section 2 AA playoffs. We'll see if that can work out.
Boy,
we'll stick that bee in your bonnet. Semifinal Saturday is what we have that we're working on. We're also working on state tournament audio only, which I think we've pretty much looped that in as well. Now it's going to be Pager, plays that one to the right wing side. Here's Jones. Carson Jones makes about 20 moves across the line, and nearly pulling a groin muscle over on the far side is Carter Batchelder.
Well, it was Jones that was straddling the line, but it was Gunnar Johnson that was following him, forcing him to make one more cut. And I think it was Batchelder, as you said, Pete Wagner, that was in the zone before the puck. So face-off going to be outside the Edina zone. Again, offsides in a game like tonight where space is going to be hard to come by. You have to pay particular attention to stay onside. Just a nice defensive play by Gunnar Johnson of Edina.
Back at center ice it goes. Big check off the boards. Jensen, if you hear a stapling sound on the wall, it's going to be Jack Jensen.
It could be Arget-Singer too.
Absolutely. Puck is going to be played back up into center. Jensen leaves off for Holt, tries to find the slot, swatted away by Boltman. Arget-Singer is going to play that back in. Drew Holt with speed, touches up. Here come the Eagles, all three coming. Uh-oh, there it is. They break the forecheck. It's going to be Nevers. He has Shoemaker with him. Cuts to the forehand. Rosenlund stays calm with the stick to steer that aside.
Great back check by Holt.
Needed that because they all three were down low. There's a little pile up over off the right side there. You see that toward the top of your screen.
Highway helper on its way.
Holt to Jensen. Nice work, Bart. They're busy with that little dusting we received this afternoon. Thanks for the timing on that. Now it's going to be Jungles with it. So sick of it. Jungles, Cam Langfells plays the body there. Keegan Langfells gets away from the check from Malmquist. Now it's going to be Rudrud. Chips up to center. Played down by Williams. Plays this one rink wide. To the corner it goes. Now Malmquist with it as he's going to play this out of the corner. Delaney was there. Now it's going to be Vorlicki to regroup in his own zone. Finds Chorsky, the big fella, up the middle. Now Delaney chops that back into Eden Prairie territory. Behind Rosenlund it goes. Cam Langfell's rather. Off John Middlestad's stick. Redrood can move. Lays a pass over to Middlestad, back to Redrood. Vorlicke, the stick wide of the mark, off the end boards, kind of laid down there. Smith, a physical player, out of the corner with it, tried to find Redrood. Here he comes and jams Chorsky against the wall. Pager from the left point. His shot's blocked. It's going to be Malmquist. Pager shivers him. Now across the line. Here comes Delaney. Oh, and a nice poke check there by Schultz. Smith comes away with it. He's going to leave off for Redrood. And they're going to be offside at the line. Eagles forced to touch up. Malmquist tucks that in as the Hornets go wholesale. Back in behind the net. Look out of the box in a hurry there is Kavanaugh. Oh, he was a shot out of a cannon. Jones from Lilliard in deep it goes. Bishop with Johnson on the end line. Now to the left wing side it goes. Clemenson to the line. Nice job by, just offside. Let's take a look here. The fans on the Eden Prairie side have said no way. Let's see if they're right.
I think they might have an argument. It was awful close, but the referee in good proximity to make that call, very definitive. And we regroup and play on. 12:52 left in this first period. A solid pace. Eden Prairie understands the situation. If they have the puck through the neutral zone with possession, they're going to bring up as many players as they can, try to outnumber Edina in the zone and get some shots on Loudon Hogue.
Now it's Bishop. Johnson, outlets left wing. Clemenson in deep they go. Here comes Borst and Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh's there first. Shoveled up the wall as the defense. That's Middlestad tries to get it there. Now it's going to be Johnson to wrister, partially off the glove of Rosenlund. Bishop, how great is it to be sitting at center? I mean, this is just heavenly.
I can see the
We're
numbers.
usually in the corner. You have a clue. Batchelder. Oh, a header. We went to the pitch. A little Premier League there off Hogue. Took it right off the forehead and knocked it out of play.
Well, the puck found its way to Batchelder's stick. He gained the zone of speed, left side top of the dot, saw that glove side wide open, and went high, went for the high cheese, but it caromed off Loudon Hogue's mask up and out of place. A face off to his right. Just 2 shots on goal, 1 per team. Not a lot of room to move out there.
Holt fans on that shot. Now it's going to be played off the boards. That was Reiner's. Boltman ahead, picked off by Cam Langfell's content to tuck it into the corner. Back in behind, it's Boltman again. Here comes Boltman rather. Now up to a high breakout for Colby. And Morton was there momentarily, but Jensen comes away with it. He'll throw that in the air, knocked down by the quick glove of Boltman. That gets away from Wilhite. Colby ahead now. Morton, nice little sidestep on Jensen. Jensen want to go full photo booth and develop him. Now it's going to be Cam Langfels. Cam. Oh, there's a nice play by Keegan. Now it's Holt with it. Cam Langfels plays back into the corner. Behind it goes. Reiners is there. He has some heat coming from Jensen. Now up to the line. Checked on the play was Kavanaugh, or Shoemaker rather. And now it's played in front of the Edina bench. Shoemaker again. Guides it to the left wing side for Jungles. This is a really great chess match. The tempo and pace, great high school hockey here at the TV. From the left wing side, shot by Williams is blocked to center. It rattles, and it's going to be picked up by Vorlicke. Ooh, look at that nice stick there by the crafty John Middlestad. Now it's Nevers. He can dangle across the line. Nice feed. Jungles walks into the backhand. Scores! That's where they kill you. Transition in the goal. 1-0 Edina.
Well, not a lot of room to move out there, but Edina found some space. It was Nevers that kicked it up to Jungles. Jungles took the wide ride on that one, worked his edges, as you can see right here. Left-handed shot. Didn't have a great angle on that one, but he used his edges. Went, tucked it 5-hole on Rosenlund. Edina, with an even 6 minutes, gets the first tally of this game. Up to Eden Prairie to respond. And for Jungles, that's going to be goal number 25. Big goal it was, gives Edina some energy. Now it's up to the Eagles to match.
Good to see Nick Kennedy is on board. He's got it styled up on his smart TV. 25th of the season. Wow.
And they're not any cheapies either.
So they can enter 3-on-3 or, basically checked. They've got that acceleration factor where they just take off and leave you in the dust.
Well, a Shoemaker, not Nevers on that assist, but I don't think, as I said, Edina cares who scored as long as they got the marker on the board.
The one-timer from the line was turned aside by Rosenlund. Now back in behind, Middlestad with it. That's John Middlestad. Gets away to the right wing side. Redrood had Smith, who they tried to force that one through, but Boltman was right there with the heavy stick. Left wing for Delaney. He's got Shore with him. That's off his stick. We go nicknames here sometimes.
Yeah,
Is that all right?
It's fine with me.
His father's a good friend, so I'm allowed, aren't I?
I think so. Pete, you're allowed to do whatever you want as hard
Baby,
as you work.
baby chore, as I like to call him.
He's a pretty big baby.
He's about
Let's put it that way.
He's about 2 of Tom.
He's about 2 of everybody. But he's very deft with the puck. I like his line mates too. They complement each other quite well. But Edina support lines have really kind of shown and carried the momentum. Eden Prairie doing a good job of keeping Edina to the outside. Just one lone jungle's opportunity is the only kind of hitch in the giddy up so far for Eden Prairie.
Luke Middlestadt back pedals, looks for Carson Jones. It's 3-on-3 across the line. Lilliard at Batchelder finds Jones. Now it's going to be off the stick of Edina's Rugemer. And now it's Jones again with it. Top of the circle, guides it down, look for Batchelder. Now Morton off Jones' stick. Lilliard plays it to the right wing boards. Batchelder walks this one high, gifts it to Langfels, checked off his stick. Bishop was there. Bishop turned away. Back in behind Langfels. Now Johnson is checked on the play. Up the wall it goes. That hits Colby, but plays it to center. Keegan Langfels, one of the captains of this edition, plays it in, picked up by Bishop. Long pass on the tape. There's a feed for Nevers. Took that one from Colby. Here's Shoemaker up high. Nevers is crushed by Jensen. Oh, my goodness. Back to the point it goes. Now it's going to be Reiners for Boltman. Wrister. Glove save made by Rosenlund.
Well, Mason Nevers put on notice, but it was Jensen. Jensen not shy about throwing his body around. He's a very strong young man, so I'm sure he got Nevers' attention. Not going to alter Nevers' game at all, but
I got a little
set
worried.
some precedence.
I got a little worried, you know why?
Well, just from our last 2 games or what?
No, that was the same spot that occurred against
the
Creighton
glass
Durham
broke?
Hall. That was that kind of a check where when Nevers went up and the skate started rotating toward the glass. How about that? Not 1 but 2 glasses broke because the crew here, they're awesome at Braemar, ticked one and it went to bits.
Yeah, it just.
Did Dave Buss take it for that one? Take it for the team? I think Davey Buss did.
I think so. It unraveled from that point forward, but it didn't
Busser.
happen on this one. But
at center ice now, it's going to be Reiners. Now Jensen, he can fly. He's dangerous. Looking for number 30. Stood up by Boltman. Now to the right wing side it goes. It's going to be Wilhite. Wilhite plays that one back. No, it's going to be held up by Jungles out of the zone for Nevers. Nevers to the right wing side. That Kavanaugh pass, that looked off to me, but we play on. Back out of the corner. Penalty coming up on the Hornets out of the corner. Jungles is going to go.
I got a little aggressive with Keegan Langfels on that one. Got the stick up and over. It's either going to be a hook or a high stick, but what a great opportunity it is for Lee Smith and the Eden Prairie Eagles to even the score sheet. They're going to go on the power play, and their power play is about 26%. Very stingy penalty kill for the Edina Hornets at 86.5, but it's going to be Jungles going to go to the box, one of the primaries for Edina, so it's kind of a bonus power play for this Eagle team, not having Jungles on the ice, but great opportunity. Jack Jensen, the face-off with Chorsky. Very, very important face-off for this Eden Prairie Eagle squad.
So up front, the Eagles are going to go with.
There's a chunk of ice that came from the Nevers check from Langfels.
I'm telling you.
Big
now
chunk.
they've got to roust the arena crew here.
Boy, that's a big chunk too. And he's even pulling more.
That's legit. I mean, that probably went down to the. Look at the side. Can you grow on his hand? Zoom in on his hand. That ref there. There, turn around. He's got it. Look at that. Don't. There.
Looks about the same size as what the Titanic ran into. Sorry.
Wow.
Probably a poor reference on that one, but.
Happy Valentine's Day. Oh, my God.
Yeah, I'll talk about the Hindenburg in the second period. But no, that's a big chunk. They have to address that. And it's in a proximity now where if they put a Band-Aid on it, it's still going to probably be okay, but it's something that needs to be addressed.
Well, I think that's going to need more than a Band-Aid, and, you know, there's nobody around.
We'll get home by midnight.
No, that's why I said Happy Valentine's Day. It's all over.
But this is the kind of thing where I don't think it's going to be any kind of benefit. We're too early in this game to have it, to regroup as far as rekindle some energy or anything like that or get your fluids. So it's just a delay that's going to affect both teams. But Eden Prairie, the nice part about it is they can come out with a man advantage and they get a great opportunity to tie this game at 1. Here comes Busser.
Brian McGinnis said Bart Archer was minus 15 in Bantams, and I was the goalie.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Not very good
And he
for
said,
a defensive specialist.
and he said, but then he exposed himself because he allowed goals. He said, and I was dominant. Someone else said, Mr. Bart, your favorite beer league goaltender, old man's league, checking in.
Doc, how you doing, dude? Give me a buzz when you can, but it'd be good to hang out with you. We want to get you back out on the ice.
Brian Boone asked, is anybody streaming the Edina girls section final tomorrow? No, because they don't like you to do the section finals at some of these levels because they think it takes away from the gate.
A minus 15. Actually, it's probably a minus 20. He's probably being nice to me.
Seriously, that hit created this problem, and I was concerned.
Yeah.
It's you know what? It's a sixth sense.
Wow.
Uh-huh.
P. Wagner.
Look at Derek showing the wheels. That's a nice little run. And he's playing Ice Ice Baby.
Pat Milan not shy about taking advantage of an opportunity.
8:38 to go in the first period here from Braemar Arena.
Edina up by 1. Official scoring was Jungles, his 25th from Shoemaker at the 6-minute mark. Shots on goal now. Edina with 5 and Eden Prairie with 1. But Jensen coming in with speed. He had a beeline for the goal. He decided to cut up on Boltman, and Boltman did a nice job by using his skates and stick to really thwart that forward effort. So Jack Jensen looks very motivated and very focused tonight, and that's good news for Lee Smith and not so good news for the Edina Hornets.
This is something that was reserved for Target Center. I think I'm going to send my guy Will Vanderbilt from the production team to get me a hot dog.
Yeah.
I mean, I was trying to go healthy, but I can't. I got to go arena food tonight.
I won't tell you I brought you a couple cookies, Wade.
Did you?
Yeah.
Where are they?
Between periods.
Did you?
I'm not going to do play-by-play while you're
Don't worry,
munching on
Lance
cookies.
Wallen already took care of me.
Did he?
Oh, yeah.
Having Lance in the house. Paul Halpin's in the house as well.
Donnie Langfels. A lot of Edina legends. Paulie Ranheim.
Well, it looks like they're pretty close. It looks like they're wrapping things up now. They're putting the fire extinguisher on it. They're really pulling out all the stops here. A little CO2.
Wow! Look at this. Kiss show isn't for a few months, and I feel like Gene Simmons is about to come out.
My God, I sensed that. I sensed that Kiss comment was coming. Pete, you beat me to it.
Was it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Will, grab Will Vanderbilt, will ya? Will.
Pete needs some nitrates.
Will you go get me a hot dog and a blue G2? Little ketchup, little glaze of ketchup. Yes. You can wait till period's over. Well, here, give me that back then.
Yeah. And Will, he doesn't have any
and
coupons.
then, by the way, you can get yourself something too.
Oh.
A little bit of ketchup.
Yeah.
Not too much.
Get yourself a Fresca. We've gone from streaming high school to a drive-through.
Like, seriously? Nobody's amused right now.
I am.
Everybody's just saying, shut the hell up.
Hey, at least it's not a rain delay in baseball. All right, well done, crew. Now we got to get back in focus again. Eden Prairie on the power play for 2 minutes as Jungles goes in the box for a high stick. So Loudon Hogue's going to be called upon to make a couple pretty good saves, but a lot of skill and talent down on the ice in the red tonight. Wilhite Jensen, it looks like John Middlestat with Middlestat on the point with Holt. Holt is a forward, so 4 forwards, 1 defense.
Holt pressured by Malmquist. Down the rail they go. Now it's Luke Middlestat for Holt. Back up for Luke as he's going to look to the right wing side. John Middlestat plays to the corner for Jensen. This power play we've seen, it can be devastating. That came up high. Hogue didn't see it till the last moment.
No, and I like the fact that they have Holt back on the point, too. He's a very smart player, plus he's got some wheels, so if they get caught in an area of duress, he certainly has the wheels to close that gap. But there's plenty of people on the ice in the red that can score, but there's also players in the white that can defend. So 1:38 left in the penalty. Jungles face outside the Edina zone.
Now Holt with it, bothered by Colby. back to Luke Middlestad. 8:05 to go in the period, 1:27 to go in the man advantage. Luke Middlestad angles back up high for Holt. Nice feed. John Middlestad pushes that one wide. Thundered off the beauty status advertisement.
That was a bullet, too.
Now it's Will Height back over to the corner for John Middlestad. He'll play back over for Jensen. Jensen misfired there with Holt, who's going to play that down, picked off by Reiners. That gets past Holt or partially off him, and now it's going to be Luke Middlestad watched by Colby, who can be a pressure machine. Now it's John Middlestad with it, back up ice from the right wing side, leaves to the middle. Now he's going to play it to himself to the corner. He'll come together with Vorlicki. Nice job, good stick. Look at that, Keegan Langfell's been there before, done that.
Speared by Gaetti.
Holt, speared by Gaetti. Bob Kurtz pays a visit. Now it's going to be Jensen, nice move. He looked like he had a shot. John Middlestad looked to force that one through in front. Oh! They nearly pulled the trigger. Will Height's there, puck's loose. How that didn't go in, I don't know.
Boy, Edina dodged a huge bullet on that one. It was a give and go between Middlestad and Jensen. Tried to go short side. Loudenhoek did a nice job of keeping his integrity on the pole, but then the puck came back out, and it was 1, 2, 3 efforts by Eden Prairie, but somehow that puck stayed out. Just 28 seconds left on the penalty to Jungles, but Eden Prairie coming in waves, and Edina collapsing quite a bit, giving them some room out there, but they survived that battle. Very important face-off for both teams. Emphasis on Edina. 7:05 left in this first period.
Smith now with Reiners. Possession important here for the Eagles to get a scoring chance or two. Batchelder with it. Now Keegan Langfells. That's off the stick of Redrood to the corner. Reiners plays that ahead. Keegan Langfells back off the stick of Redrood. Reiners. Oh, nice job.
Oh.
Whoa! My bad, he says.
Yeah, conflicting
Yeah,
signals.
You're wrong, buddy. Sorry.
Well, the whistle
take a look.
blew. I think he was just a tad over, but if they played
No, watch this. It was right there.
Yep. But it's going to come all the way down. Just 6 seconds left. So Edina with an offensive zone faceoff, going with some fresh legs. It's going to be Nevers and Shoemaker going out for Edina, and Boltman and Reiners back on the point. But Jones in the faceoff dot for Eden Prairie. Just 6 seconds left in the penalty to Jungles for Edina.
The 1-T off the faceoff by Shoemaker misses the mark. Back on the ice steps, Jungles. They've got their first line intact. Now as Jones is going to shovel it up the wall with Cam Langfells leading the frame on the Hornets' Nevers. Boltman shot right into the crest of Rosenlund.
Well, Boltman was being challenged by Redrood, so he had to get rid of that shot a little quicker than he wanted to. Kind of a weaker shot, but it took a little bit of a dive, so nice job by Rosenlund to track that puck, hang on to it, because there was Edina support down low for a second chance. So nice job by the Edina, or the Eden Prairie goaltender. Hold on to that. Face off to his right. 6:26 left in this first period. Edina, nice kill, up by 1.
Be sure to follow us at MN Hockey TV. There's a chance in front. Nice job by Rosenlund. That was some serious action going on there.
You know, it really was. I think it was Vorlicki that originated that shot. I think Jungle tipped it, and then Malmquist tipped it, so Rosenlund kept it out. And the second chance follow-up, he made himself big, kept the puck out of the net. Trying moment for Eden Prairie. As they go with a line change, it's going to be Lilliard, Jones, and Batchelder now against the Nevers, Jungles, and now Malmquist flanking the right side on this line. So a little bit of a shake-up by the Edina Hornets.
Flanking. That's a new one. I like it. We got a whole state tournament to do, buddy. You ready?
I can't wait.
You know what? The great part is you get so sick of me that you don't even want to see me for 6 months.
No, that's not true. It's more like 7.
Jones with Batchelder. That's a good one. Shot and a save. Big rebound there off the flipper. Now it's going to be Jungles with it. Nevers watched by Luke Middlestad. Luke Middlestad, watch this. Perfect positioning by him. Forces things, forces his man wide. We'll pick it up here as we grab the neutral zone.
Well, I like his calm demeanor, too. Doesn't get too excited. He knew who he was going against, and I like the spacing on that one. Didn't give him too much room to move, but Edina jumped in ahead of the puck. 5:48 left in the first period.
I would term it textbook indeed. Puck is played back to the corner. Did I tell you we're going to be rolling out a new website in about a week? It's going to be easy to use. We're going to be live. We're going to do all kinds of stuff. So just leave it at that. Puck is played rink wide to the corner. Schultz with it. I'm very excited.
I can sense it, B. Wagner. But boy, I thought they might have
came to an agreement today.
Good for you. A lot of hard work went into it, I'm sure.
It's a call.
But I actually thought that Schultz could have got to that puck. I'm a little surprised they called that an icing and didn't wave it off, but really a great opportunity offensive zone face-off for John Middlestat and his Eden Prairie Eagles.
John Middlestat and Morton to face off. There's a shot by Rudrud, deflected up off the glass. Now Smith watched by Boltman. He's jammed on the play. Now it's going to be Colby. Oh! Clayton Schultz. How's she going? Wow. We've seen Colby deliver some leather. That's the hardest I've seen him hit all year
He got
long.
right back up. He's
Look out!
Tough young man.
There's a little kid in the stands that absolutely just bailed on that puck that was coming his way. Like, was going to take it right off the left thigh or the right thigh.
At least he's watching the game and
Middlestat
not
with
texting.
it. I appreciated that. That was great. Now to the corner it goes. Delaney, watched by Keegan Langfells. John Middlestat gets it to Pager for Keegan Langfells. Delaney with the stick there. Will Height bothered by another number 17. That's Chorsky, but here comes John Middlestat. Oh, he tried to play it to his forehand, and he was stopped on the play.
Well, I think if he would have taken another half a step, he would have been onside. It would have been a nice sequence, but it was a nice job by Williams to kind of ride with him, just as Middlestat did with Nevers. Same thing, mirror image of that play offside Eden Prairie.
Vorlicki. Long pass, misses the mark, icing the call. Back into Edina territory we go.
Well, a little bit of a stretch pass. Try to get Malmquist. Malmquist has that good hand-eye coordination, or eye-hand coordination, whatever you prefer, to knock that thing down and go in all alone, but kind of a break for Eden Prairie. Face off outside the Edina zone.
At center ice, it's Cam Langfells with it. He'll settle that one back in wide of the Edina net. Vorlicki around the wall for Jungles, who's checked by Keegan Langfells. To the near boards, look out, foot race. Kavanaugh watched by Cam Langfells, takes the body right in front of the bench area. That's right about where I got developed at an Edina's captain's practice in a no-check scrimmage when I was not looking.
Oh, that's tough.
It's the greatest story of all time. Was down on the ice, I looked up, I saw about 20 heads with zits looking at me. You okay, Wags? There's a chance for Jensen. Now it's Jungles. Helmets tend to do that to the hockey player. Shoemaker across the line. Back in behind the net. Up to the line now, Williams, Vorlicki. Backdoor, Rosenlund was there. He had the big legs extended just in case. Oh, there's Jungles. He's dangerous. Scores! You give it to him in the slot, and he can bury it every time. 2-0 Edina.
Well, and I think there was some traffic in front of Rosenlund on that one. I'm not sure he saw that one, but a really good opportunity. It was Vorlicki that saw Jungles on the weak side, tried to do a little bit of Noah Shoemaker he saw on the weak side. Shoemaker got a stick on it, but it went wide. Edina followed up the play. You don't quit playing until the whistle, but the puck came back out to Jungles, and he's no stranger to the scoring area. He put that one in. Now it's 2-0 Edina. 3:29 left in this first period. Plenty of time for Eden Prairie to answer back, but a big goal for Edina. Boost the lead 2-0.
It's Jet Jungles 2 and Eden Prairie nothing. I'm going to change the score bug. In front to the slot area it goes. Penalty coming up. Colby got hit by Argetsinger, but I believe it's going to be Lilliard that's going to get called for the hook.
Yeah, I think you're right. Actually, just the follow-up Argetsinger play, and Morton and Argetsinger are having a little bit of a conversation right now. You'd be best served to just keep your mouth shut and just get to your bench. I've never been a fan of letting the other team know your emotions, but there's a lot of pride out there. But it is Lilliard that's going to go for 2, and Edina now gets a chance to boost
They're taking 11 as well from Edina.
And that's exactly why you keep your mouth shut. And Morton, he's a good player for this Edina team. He really does a lot of good things, but kind of compromised the intentions of a power play moving forward. But now we're going to be 5-on-5, 3:16 to go in this first period, and it's going to be 2 minutes plus whatever the next whistle is, as I've said many times before. Be curious to see what the call is going to be on Morton.
Argetsinger's going to go.
Well, then maybe Edina is going to stay on the power play then if they're going to do coincidentals on that follow-up after the whistle call. Yeah, it is. He is going to go. Getting a little rouse from the Edina student section. which is pretty well represented, better represented than we've seen in previous games, but looks like it is going to be a 2-minute man advantage for the Edina Hornets. Boy, Eden Prairie's going to have to play very solid on this penalty kill, being down by 2. 3 against this Edina Hornet team is very tough. They certainly have the wherewithal. They just have to get through this penalty kill and pick up their teammate. So it's going to be Chorsky and Jensen in the face-off dot as well.
Thank you for joining us here tonight. They're going to put 2 minutes up. Boy, there's a lot of communication going on over there. Now they took it down. Ooh, they got a double minor on Morton is what it is.
Oh.
Nope,
okay.
they don't.
No?
Nope. Oh, my word. I don't even
Well, I think
know.
it's equitable the way that they did it. And I didn't mean to get on Morton. He's a good player, but that's an equitable call on that one.
Turns out to be a power play for the Hornets, who are out shooting the Eagles by a score of 9-4. If you're just joining us here, yes, indeed, folks, it is still the first period. It is after the 8 o'clock hour. Late start here from Braemar Arena, so we've got plenty of hockey for you. Now it's Nevers with it, down low to Jungles, back door. Whoa, what a save by Rosenlund. Extends himself from right to left and gets the catch glove out on that.
Boy, great sequence. It was Nevers up to Jungles. Jungles cross ice over to Malmquist. Malmquist had a bit of a shallow angle, but he doesn't need much. But just a nice side to side by Rosenlund on that one. He snared that one. That was ticketed into the back of the net, but big save by the Eden Prairie goaltender.
Wow, that's as good as it gets right there. Back to the corner now. Edina in the power play. Nevers with it. Bart, you mentioned that 30% power play, 29.5 for Edina. In front to Chorsky. In years past, I don't want to say it's been an Achilles heel, but it's never been a highly emphasized stat, I would say, for the Edina Hornets, and they're definitely making something of it this year. Nice play by Batchelder to force the turnover. And it's sent back in and around.
No, you're right, Pete. There's many years where they hover around the 13-18% mark, but this year they're actually got some big numbers going on. Very difficult team to play against when you're killing the penalty.
Here's another one. Nevers wants Sports Center. The crowd said it all right there, buddy. Didn't it?
Yeah. The Sports Center thing is going to change the way these kids play because they're going to hot dog it now.
I mean, yeah, well, why not? I mean, it's good.
Coaches love you, Pete.
We do have the pipeline here.
Right.
Now it's going to be Nevers. My favorite part is there's Williams back for Malmquist. Back up for Williams, top of the umbrella. Now Malmquist has it. He's going to give off to Jungles, plays that rink wide. Nevers is going to be bothered by John Middlestat, played into the corner. Schultz is there. Now it's Malmquist. Malmquist, now Nevers, back up high. Williams, one-timer. Ooh, nearly natural hat trick, but as they come to full strength, it's Rosenlund to make the big save.
Chorsky and Schultz are now exchanging words, but nice job by Williams to find Jungles on the weak side, on the right side. Put it on a stick, but again, Rosenlund did a nice job of closing that door. I thought that shot had the velocity. It was going to carry him off his pad, but a nice job of keeping that puck out of the net. Nice kill by the Eagles on that one. Edina had some opportunities, but Eden Prairie survived that battle. Just 1:12 left in the first period. Edina up by 2.
Tonight's action once again presented by Tradition Companies. You can check them out at traditionco.com. Also, North Star Christian Academy, a part of the production here tonight. Kurt Morton and his crew. We'll have a video we'll play for them between periods. Back up in the neutral zone it goes. Too far for Pager. Here comes Clemenson down the rail. Clemenson back in behind the net. They'll try to play this one toward the goal mouth area. They can't get it there. Now it's going to be Holt off his back. And now Pager comes away with it. 2-0 the score late in the first. 34 to go. Here comes Jensen across center ice. Ooh, nifty move. Tried to go inside on the defense. He and Reiner's so steady.
Oh, he's so good.
Just defensively sound. I mean, he's one of those guys you can tend to take for granted. Now Morton with it, quickly gets the Jets moving off the glass to the center ice area. Malmquist kicks it ahead. Argetsinger now with 15 to go in the period, watched by Jungles. Cut off by Malmquist. He plays up to the slot. That's off the stick of Wilhite. They're going to go high to Boltman. The clapper misses the mark. Holt comes away with it. Rosenlund upended. Eagles fans can't believe that. They're saying, how did he end up on the ice? Let's see if we pick that up.
Well, I'd have to look at the replay to find out.
Here we go. Oh, yeah. I call that the old how's she going.
Yeah, just let him know you're there. But
Some salesmanship, too, to the goalie. Sell it.
Tried to draw some attention, we'll call that
But
one.
he didn't close the deal, did he?
No,
He needed to get the stick to slap.
Yeah, you got to get everybody's attention. But good period for the Edina Hornets, obviously putting 2 up on the board. But it was a Jet Jungle show on that one. Shoemaker and Borlicki and the assist on that second goal. But Eden Prairie played pretty well. I don't think they got into the offensive zone quite enough. Funneling to the net, really Edina doing a good job of protecting the middle part of the ice and allowing Eden Prairie to kind of work it on the periphery. I expect that to change this period as Eden Prairie, very good team at going to the net and putting pressure on. I expect to see that in the second period. Promises to be a good one, but Edina with a 2-0 lead going into the locker room.
It will promise to be a good one, Bert Archer. We have a couple of great hockey teams here, teams that can make arguments that they're going to be there in the end. We'll have more high school hockey action coming up for you. We continue at the MNHockey.tv. Don't you dare go away.
Young players now are training at a different level than they ever did in the past. It's pretty remarkable, all the different techniques and all the different things that we're constantly learning.
Our definition of success is different. Our value system is different. We don't just talk about it here, though, we act on it.
The culture of this team is for sure producing the way that they play on the ice. It's driving players to want to work harder. It's driving players to want to play for each other instead of just play for themselves, and that makes a better hockey team.
2008, I had a phone call asking me to start FCA hockey. After talking with my wife and praying about it, we launched the Fellowship of Christian Athletes Hockey Ministry in 2008.
In 2011, we launched the 50-state, 50-city tour.
We sold our house and our cars, and the 7 of us, Shannon, myself, and our 5 kids, traveled from state to state to state, spending 30 days in one city in all 50 states, running hockey camps and clinics. During our 50-state tour, we started looking at where we were going to put our headquarters. We actually had 4 or 5 different cities across the country come to the Fellowship of Christian Athletes and submit proposals for us to come to their city. Alexandria, Minnesota was the one city that kept coming back and coming back and coming back to us.
We began building a school, we began planning for the sports complex, and we began planning for the teams that would begin to come through here.
One of the additional things that was on my plate when we started the North Star Christian Academy was to recruit coaches.
I'm Canadian from Vancouver, British Columbia. Got into coaching almost right out of college. I've been coaching now, I think this is year number 38.
I got drafted in the NHL by the Columbus Blue Jackets, 38th overall, and I went on to play 14 years professional hockey, 8-9 years in the NHL, and 5-6 years in the American Hockey League.
I played professional hockey for 7 years. I went to college at a Division I level at Miami University and got involved with FCA hockey in 2010.
The coaches are very involved within the group. I've never been on a team where the coaches like to be with the players and involved with our everyday lives.
They're always just smiley and just making sure we're working our tail off day in and day out.
We've brought in 23 students from 11 different states this year.
Since I'm from New Hampshire, I didn't know what to expect coming to Minnesota, the state of hockey, to play.
Our team has had significant success on the ice, 21 wins in under 30 games, as well as winning the prestigious Pro Stock Invitational Tournament in Chicago.
I like how we can all join together as a group of brothers through our faith. We just get to go out and play the sport that we love.
We just got this brand new shooting bay, and it tracks your speed, how hard you can shoot, how quick you can release a puck, and how accurate you are.
We work and compete as hard as everyone. That's not our focus. It's really our focus is to become the best men we can be. We feel once we become the best man we are, it gives us then a chance to become the best hockey player we can be.
We've constantly been trying to teach these guys to be unselfish, to serve each other, to be a team.
So our coaches serve our players and our players serve our players and coaches. And that's the mentality that we have in our locker room. Different than probably 99% of programs in the hockey world today.
I love getting the opportunity to invest in these men, whether it's one-on-one conversations, whether it's connecting with them on bus trips and just pouring into their lives and helping them grow in their faith, but also develop as hockey players.
I played my best hockey after I gave my life to Christ. When I got the freedom that he provided me, and I wanted to bring that to these guys and say there's a different way to live, that I did all these other things and it didn't give me freedom, which led to me playing better hockey.
I originally got into coaching really because I missed playing hockey and loved the game, but since I've become a follower of Jesus, it's really become my calling, and it's an opportunity for me to serve God and mentor young men at the same time.
Whether it's a week in the summer or whether it's for an entire school year, we're looking to build a world-class training facility to train on the ice, in the classroom, as well as spiritually. And that's the goal that we have for the North Star Christian Academy.
I'm just so thankful to be on a team where all my teammates love the Lord and love the game.
Griffith, the Vice President of Sales and Marketing for Robert Thomas Homes. Carol, thanks for joining us between periods here today.
Yes, thank you very much.
So let's start from the very beginning. You know, we've all heard of Robert Thomas Homes, but really, who is Robert Thomas Homes?
Well, Robert Thomas Homes is a locally owned semi-custom home builder. We're based in Lakeville and as a part of the Tradition Corporation. We build homes from the $400,000 to up to $1 million in communities throughout the Twin City metro area. Many of our communities that we're building in right now, Spirit of Branch and Farm in Lakeville, the Harvest in Chaska, Village Preserve Lake Elmo, St. Michael, Creekside Hills in Plymouth, and 21 Oaks in Woodbury.
Well, our viewers can obviously see the incredible drone footage of your Lakeville properties that Robert Thomas Homes have put together. That is an absolute gorgeous. That's got to be a crown jewel of some of the things you've done.
Yes, I expect this is Spirit of Branch and Farm, and Spirit of Branch and Farm is a very, very special community. We've been the top-selling community in the Twin Cities for the past 3 years, and there's a wide variety of architectural designs and homes that we offer in addition to miles of parks, a phenomenal community center, and pools. There's just so many great things that neighborhood has to offer.
So let's talk about your target market then. Who do you find is your typical target market for your homes?
We really build in, I'd say, 4 varied collections is what we offer. One collection that's been very popular right now is our cottage or villa collection. It's a single level of association maintained design, and they have a tendency to appeal to that empty nester. Those homes are priced probably from the $400 to about $450 or $550. We build those in Lakeville, as well as we'll have Enclave in Plymouth opening very soon. Another collection that's been popular is our cottage or village collection, which is two stories, 1,900 to 3,000 square feet. They seem to be appealing to that first-time buyer. They're priced in the 3s to 5s. We have 2 more, a heritage collection, which is a 2-story, more of a move-up product line, ranging again from 2,600 to 3,400 square feet, and those are priced in the 400 to upper 5s. We offer that product line basically throughout the Twin Cities. And then the Tradition collection is our larger semi-custom homes that range from anywhere from 2,800 to 6,000 square feet. You'll find features like indoor sport courts, really deluxe baths, bonus rooms, some really nice features. And those homes start in the 500s and build over $1 million.
So the building industry had a big awards gala last month, and you came home with quite a few trophies. It was a successful run. Can you talk on that a little bit?
Sure. It was a record for us.
Wow.
And, from what we understand at the Builders Association of the Twin Cities, the Builders Association of the Twin Cities offers the Reggie Award, which is similar to maybe the movie Oscars. And Robert Thomas was fortunate to win 6 Reggie Awards out of 16 categories. So that was quite a big night for us and a lot of fun.
And then finally, what advice would you give to people who are looking to build a home right now?
Right now, it's an outstanding time to buy. Interest rates are incredibly low, and I think people are surprised when they find out how affordable homes can be. First, I usually tell people, do your research online. Do some research so you can find out what builders are in the areas that you're searching for. Get pre-qualified. We at Robert Thomas work with Tradition Mortgage. Tradition Mortgage offers a really great program for our customers and makes it very seamless. Then definitely visit the builders' communities and model homes. One thing Robert Thomas puts a huge focus on is not just the house. We take a lot of great pride in the homes that we build, but our huge emphasis is on designing communities that are focused on bringing the neighborhood together. So you'll see community centers and exercise rooms, party rooms, green spaces, parks, just really hockey rinks. You'll see all these really great spaces for people to spend time.
Sounds. Sorry about that. Keep going.
Oh no, that's okay. I was going to say, and understand what the builder will include, what's included, and you want to make sure that many of those features are sustainable, that they'll last. Work with a company you trust, ask for references, and then enjoy the process. Building a home is your personal space that you're designing, so make sure that you enjoy it.
Can I ask you a quick question on the sustainable comment you made? How do you know what is sustainable or not as far as something that would last? What do you look for in that?
What we look for is a good product, for example, is the exterior siding of a home. In Minnesota, that's a very important aspect. So we use a product by the name of LP SmartSide. LP SmartSide is a Minnesota-made company, but it has a very long warranty. In addition, we have a paint on the exterior that's factory finished, so our homeowners don't need to paint the home for at least 20 years or more. So for us, it's something that withstands hail, and so it's something that we don't want people to put, all of this investment into a home and then have to make changes or update it, shortly after moving in. So these are products that they know that they won't have to touch for hopefully 10 years or more.
So that's really incredible advice from Carol Griffith, who's the Vice President of Sales and Marketing for Robert Thomas Homes, part of Tradition Companies. Really wonderful outreach that your whole company has done for this tournament and youth sports across the metro area. Thank you for telling us a little bit more about Robert Thomas Homes, and hopefully people will start picking up the phone and calling. You can also be visited at robertthomashomes.com. Anything else you want to add for contact information, Carol?
No, I think visit our website and we'll take it from there.
Sounds good. Thank you for joining us. We'll talk soon.
All right. Thank you.
Come on, Bart, let's hear it.
No.
Oh, you're just so good. I'm going to turn it down just so you do it.
No, I'm not going to do it.
Go.
No.
Scoring summary, please.
All right. Well, apparently the first goal is switched to Mason Nevers, his 17th from Shoemaker and Jungles at the 6-minute mark. We thought it was Jungles, but Pat Byland gave us the proper information. In fact, it was Jungles that went up and told the scorekeeper that it was Nevers on that goal. But Jungles followed up with his 26th at the 13:31 mark from Shoemaker and Vorlicki. Shoemaker with 2 apples on the night so far. I really like that line, actually. Shoemaker, before it was Malmquist on that, so they brought Malmquist back to the Chorsky line and brought Shoemaker up, and Shoemaker's blended in quite well as Malmquist is blended in on the Chorsky line. So really some deft moves by the Edina coaching staff, but Eden Prairie's got the challenge in front of them. They're down by 2 goals, coming out with some energy. I expect a good push from this Eden Prairie Eagles squad. They look focused, business as usual. They just got to get some positives and get to the net, put some pressure on Loudon Hogue, the goaltender for the Edina Hornets.
How good of a drummer is John Bonham?
One of my favorites, obviously.
I mean, just listen to this. He's just ripping. It's phenomenal. All right, here we go. We start period number 2. Hornets and the Eagles. How many of these games have we called over the years, Bart? It's been absolutely phenomenal.
And they've been a lot of fun, every one of them.
It's just so spirited good. Back up to the line, held in there by Luke Middlestat. That deflects off Holt and off the netting and out of play.
Boy, that was a nice keep by Luke Middlestat. He showed some speed to get over, hold it in, put a shot on goal, ramped up and out of play. The people that were at the club level at Prairie Arena are lucky that net was there.
The club level. Love it.
They're just happy the net was there.
The owner's suite. There's a lot of owners here in the lovely land of Edina.
A lot of investors, right.
Off the boards for Jungles, who selfishly gave away that goal to Nevers. I have no idea how Mason Nevers scored that goal. We're leaving it.
Yep.
As Jungles. Because, of course, I'm not changing it on Twitter. Are you kidding me?
Fair enough.
Because that's who scored.
Here we go, 3
now
and 2.
Will Height with it from Jensen. Will Height, backdoor to Holt. Ooh, he tried to feed down to Jensen, but there were the skates of Reiners again. Subtle little play. He was right up on him. Cam Langfelds watches for Keegan. Langfelds now, long pass ahead for Holt, can't handle, icing the call.
Well, that was a little hot coming out of the zone from Langfelds. Even Holt's speed couldn't catch up to that puck. Boy, Reiners, I've been very impressed with his play all year long, and he keeps getting better and better. He was a shutdown defenseman against a very good Minnetonka Skipper squad, and that trend is developing tonight. He's very tough to play against and creating fits for this Eden Prairie Eagle squad. Big face-off. Rosenland's left.
Jaworski jostles in the circle with John Middlestat, who gets his own draw from the corner, cut off by Delaney. Get the feeling that the next goal is going to be a tough one for, not as they score! Boy, that's prophetic. 3-0 Edina.
Well, it's going to be Malmquist. Malmquist just an innocent trying to put it out in front of the net, and it went off a skate, and I don't know if it was a defender or if it went off Rosenland's skate, but it went into the goal from behind the goal line, I believe. We'll look at the replay on that one. But it doesn't have to be pretty. It just has to be effective. But now the lead is 3, 15:45 left in the second period. And for Malmquist, that's going to be goal number 19. Big number for that young man. But Eden Prairie's got to get on their horse, get to work here. They got to get something on the board, or at least something positive to get some energy back.
Pager for Schultz, back into the Edina zone it goes. It's going to be Vorlicke jammed on the play, and they're going to ring this one to the boards on the near side. John Middlestat is there. He tries to fish this one free, and back up the ice they go. Delaney, he gets away from a check. He's got Jaworski, and they got numbers. Jaworski feeds. Oh, what a save by Rosenlund. He keeps it out of the net in just a 3-goal deficit.
Well, and for Malmquist, that was unassisted, but a really nice sequence between Delaney, Jaworski, and Malmquist. Fed it right out to Malmquist, looking for another Gino, but Rosenland did a nice job of sliding over, closing that door, and that's got to be a confident save for that goaltender. He's going to get better and better if he keeps making saves like that, but Edina with some good flow, offensive zone, getting the puck to the right areas.
Bishop guides that one into the corner for the Hornets. Now they're going to play this one to Jones, rink wide. Argetsinger will regroup and gather it in. This Hornet team is about as dialed in as I've seen an Edina team at this stage of the season, Bart. They're postseason ready.
Hard to disagree, and it's not just two lines, Pete Wagner. The
support
lines and the support pair of defensemen are really coming and playing the game. They don't lose their energy from shift to shift, and that's what you want as a coach.
They're not giving up glorious scoring chances. There's a chance down low. Argetsinger is there, back in behind for Lilliard, deflects back, knocked away by Hogue. Back up through the neutral zone it goes. It's going to be Luke Middlestat with it. Their special teams have been clicking. PK is at 86.5%. Power play just under 30. Now Jensen try to muscle his way in toward the goal mouth area. Hogue knocks it away. That's deflected. Jensen loads it up, pushes that one wide of the mark. Now it's going to be Holt. They want to try to find the slider, but the Hornets' D-zone coverage was absolutely suffocating. Now it's Jungles, right wing pass for Nevers. Shoemaker, nice pad save. Rosenland looked that one right in.
Boy, look,
here they come.
The rebound too.
Jensen is dangerous in open ice across the line with Holt. Ooh, they nearly ran into each other. I think the Edina bench wanted that called as an offside. I give them every reason to believe so. Now it's at the line. Here's Jungles, loads it up. Glove save right into the hand there. of Rosenlund.
Wow, it's a good shot by Jungles. I don't think he got as much on it as he wanted, but he had Boltman streaking in on the weak side, but elected to take that shot, went glove side, but Rosenlund flashed the leather, made that save look pretty easy on a relatively challenging shot, but a nice sequence through the neutral zone for the Edina Hornets, getting into the open man, pushing the puck forward. Eden Prairie a little soft at their blue line, but you can't blame them for that. They're a little bit gun shy right now against this Edina attack.
Our legendary highlight creator, John Sands, with Twitter, reported to me that Tonka and Wayzata are tied at 2.
Oh, boy. Wayzata's a pretty good squad.
To the right wing side it goes, deflected away. Now it's going to be Borst who's brought down on the play. Handled out of there by Keegan Langfeld. As he looks up ice, Rudrud runs into Williams and icing your call.
Wow,
that could have been dangerous. What is going on down here?
Yeah, it is just an errant pass from Keegan Langfeld on that one. Tried to get Rudrud through the neutral zone. Just put it a tick behind him, but I think it was the Edina forecheck that really forced that play a little earlier than he wanted. But Eden Prairie's just stammering a little bit. They're holding on. They're doing the right things, but Edina just has that offensive flow that's very difficult to contain. Eden Prairie's got to get some offensive zone time, Pete.
Delaney, back into the corner it goes for Pager. I guess they're playing underneath our camera. If it's shaking, we're sorry. And I'm going to start kicking some you-know-what.
Yeah, you might be second line on that one, Pete.
Should I let the grouchy get off my lawn guy handle it?
No, I think it's more important that you stay here doing the game than me. So I'll take care of that business if we need to. But just kids having some fun, being a little creative. We'll keep it on them, though. 13 minutes to go in the second period. United up by 3.
You talked your way right out of that. That was perfect, creative.
I wish I got paid by the word P. Wagner. I'd be a rich man.
You said creative.
Yes. Well, trying to walk a fine
line. What a
nice.
That was one of your best efforts of the year.
Well, I might be running for office.
Your past isn't checkered enough.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Well, you'll find out when I decide to run.
Oh yeah, really.
It'll all come out.
You know what? You'll have done things you never knew you did.
Right. My friends list will pare down very, very quickly, I'm sure.
Willard Eichel is standing in the back row right now, the godfather of Edina hockey, looking out over the faithful and his club. Still his club, isn't it?
It always will be. But he shows up to all the games, and I give him plenty of space. A very revered individual in Minnesota hockey altogether, but Edina in particular. Evelith as well.
I have something really funny, but I'm not going to say it because it would be really off color.
Okay. Thank you for teasing us.
I'll tell you at the break. It's a good one.
Okay, fair enough.
Reiners plays the body to the corner.
Ooh, nice work by Wilhite.
Shoemaker, pickpocketed by Wilhite, back in behind Hogue.
Boy, Wilhite's getting better and better as this year goes on. He's an outstanding young man.
Reiners, here comes Holt. Look out, that might take the ceiling out. It didn't. Oh, here comes Nevers. He has an angle in on goal. Nice save by Rosenlund. Up and out of play it goes.
No?
No, it doesn't.
Beauty League rules.
Sorry. I thought it hit the netting.
So did I.
Okay. Shoemaker with it. They're not paid by the hour, these refs. Been here for a while. It's turned over. Here comes Jensen. He's going to race across the left wing side, watched by Boltman. Stays on it, jammed in front of the student section. Vorlicki is there. Rudrud wins the battle in front. Smith there. Bothered on the play. Ooh, look at that. Smith and Boltman.
Wow, Smith not unfamiliar with the muddy areas. In fact, he kept pushing pressure on Loudon Hogue, the Edina goaltender, trying to punch that one in, but it was Rudrud that did a nice job of using his body to separate the puck and put it back out front, and that's when Smith tried to redirect it into Hogue, and that's when things got a little dicey.
Look at that, the stepbrothers defending each other.
How about that?
Jensen and Smith.
Right.
Don't mess with my brother.
They got the message.
Well.
Loud and clear, get it? Loudon Hogue. I'm sorry.
Oh, that was
a bit of a reach.
Push. Cam Langfell's shot misses the mark.
I recognized it.
Well, our numbers are falling off dramatically.
Click, click, click.
Back up to the line it goes. Cam Langfell's now Rudrud to the slot. Smith Slash coming up. This will be on the Hornets. Redirect just missed the mark by John Middlestead. Backing off the end boards. John Middlestead tries to muscle through. Morton was there.
Well, very important situation for Eden Prairie as Edina's going to get a slashing penalty. And I don't know who it's going to be. It looks like it's going to be on Williams. But Eden Prairie with a great opportunity right now with the man advantage down by 3, 10:49 left in the second period. This is the time where they really need to make a push, and that doesn't necessarily mean they need to score. They just have to possess in the offensive zone and get familiar with that zone, get a little shavings on the ice, but just get busy, force Edina to defend.
Second power play now for the Eagles. John Middlestead off the side of the goal it goes. And here comes Malmquist with Chorsky, the long strides of Chorsky. Oh, what a save by Rosalind. Beautiful job on the blocker and a penalty. What do we have?
I don't know, but I know Holt was coming
They're
back.
making up for the one they missed off the netting on this one. Again, he needs a new prescription on the visor.
Well, it's Malmquist with good speed. Nice little chip pass out of the zone, but as fast as Malmquist was, it was Holt that was closing the space on that one, really forced the shot a little quicker. Nice save by Rosalind to keep this score where it is. 1:37 left on the penalty to Williams of Edina.
Jensen finds Holt at center in front of the bench area. Eagles want another penalty. They're not going to get it. And a whistle.
Well, I don't really know what penalty that they were talking about, but it was Boltman that took him into the wall, but it was Holt that gained the zone and then turned. But Boltman kind of put him against the wall and stopped that forward progress. But, boy, it was a nice stretch pass by Jensen up to Holt. Even with Holt's speed, he couldn't gain any space. But no worse the wear. Faceoff's going to be in the Edina zone. It's going to be Jensen against Nevers. Big win by Jensen. Middlestead.
Top of the right circle. And that one's going to be sent back into Eden Prairie territory.
Well, I think Jensen forced that pass. There was three Edina sticks. He tried to navigate his way through. He could have walked it in a little bit, maybe drew somebody in. But he's a wonderful player that sees the ice a lot better than I do.
Hornets regroup with Reiners. Middlestead with it. Leaves up for Jensen. Nice job to cut back. Rister in on goal. Hogue turns it aside. Now it's Holt with it. Peels it off. Jensen protects the puck. Watched by Boltman. Try to get the stick in there. Now Holt's going to come over with Jungles. A nice collision there by the two forwards. Wilhite guides it down the wall. Reiners is there. Knocked down into the equipment of Wilhite. Now Jensen will come away with it out of the corner. Nice feed. John Middleton. Oh, a glove save and a beauty. Hogue was right on that one and made a terrific save. Keeps the shutout intact at 3-0 here in the second period. Now it's Keegan Langfeld's wanted high short side. 2 to go in the power play. Holt gets over to the line, plays that in behind. Wilhite now. Jensen protects. Batchelder pickpocketed there by Nevers. Holt to the bench. Foot race now. Cam Langfeld's off. Keegan, nice job inside out. Gets away from his man, looks ahead for Jensen. He's a Energizer Bunny, no fatigue factor there. Lilliard, wrist shot blocked. Nice job on the stick by your guy, Reiners.
Well, he did a nice job of just getting the stick in front. That's really sometimes all you need to do, but it was Jensen that skated to the middle, drew the defenseman in. But Reiners did a nice job of readjusting and getting his stick on that puck, so up and out of play. 8:27 left in the second period. Good kill by the Edina Hornets, but the Eden Prairie got some offensive zone time, and that's where the faceoff is. So Eden Prairie can use this, get a little residual energy out of this one, maybe put some more pressure on Hogue, but Hogue made probably his best save of the game on that penalty kill.
In front, here comes Delaney, as Kevin Delaney was bidding for goal number 17 on the season. And the pile-up in front of the goaltender, Axel Rosenlund, freezes a puck. 18-9, your shots on goal. Bart Rosenlund's been really solid here tonight. Eagles need that. They need to feel good about their entire game going into the playoffs.
Well, the shots are 18-9 advantage Edina, and a lot of those 18 shots have been pretty good opportunities, so he's kept his team in this game, but a nice sequence by the Edina Hornet forwards to put more pressure on Rosenlund, force him to make that save.
Rudrud and Williams.
Nice one-on-one battle there.
That was good stuff there. That was almost like that D-back receiver thing again. but Chorsky can get around the rink. I mean, he gets up and down quickly. John Middlestad's going to get a hook or interference. Williams shot, glove save. Let's take a look at that one on replay.
Well, just got his stick in the area right in front of the referees. But you're right, Chorsky not only can get up and down the ice, but he also has really soft hands. He can navigate the puck through skates, through sticks. Really a lot of good things about his game right now, and he's got some good line mates as well. But it's going to be Chorsky on the flank with Jungles and Malmquist on this power play, and it's going to be Nevers back at the point, and also Williams back at the point as well. So 4 forwards for the Edina Hornets and 1 defenseman as well.
Argetsinger gets back up for Nevers. Rudrud rams him. Now it's going to be Chorsky stood up on the play. Power play for Edina with 7:35 to go in the second period. Now it's Williams. Back over for Jungles. Down low they rotate for Malmquist. Too far, misses Williams. Back into Edina turf it goes as they'll regroup. Hogue for Williams. He has a couple guys swinging. It's going to be Nevers with it to the right side. Left wing for Chorsky across the line. Chorsky tried to find the point man. Nobody there as it's Batchelder to play to center. Now across the line into the Eagle territory by Jungles. There's Jensen with a nice play. Oh, he's got some room and he can fly. Here comes Jensen up the left wing. Watched by Nevers. Ooh, he tried to feed Batchelder and it hit Nevers in the skate. Long pass to the right wing side off at Chorsky. That one from Jungles. Now it's Argetsinger. Off the boards. Now Nevers. Oh, nice feed to Jungles. Beautiful save. Look at this development. That was good stuff there.
Well, and then Schultz taking some exceptions to Chorsky after the whistle. Ah, dang it. Thank you, buddy. But Nevers did a nice job of walking. He gave the semblance that he was going to take that shot, but dished it off to Jungles. And it was a nice redirect, but again, another nice job by Rosalind and a lot of traffic to keep that puck out of the net. Just 55 seconds left in the penalty to John Middlestad, but Edina, good pressure on that. But Prairie's had some opportunities to really do some offensive damage, but a nice responsible play by Mason Nevers to stop that forward push by Jensen on the peak. Jensen being on the PK.
Down to one knee goes Nevers, plays it down the boards as there's Rudrud. Edina keeps though. Malmquist for Nevers. Oh, on the tape backdoor, scores!
Oh, my word.
That is a piece of work, a piece of art, Bart Archer.
Oh, indeed it was. It was Nevers over to Chorsky and then back over to Vorlik, and he put it into a wide open goal. Rosalind didn't have a chance on that one, but just a great sequence on the power play. You get the man advantage. Edina took full advantage of all that space out there and kept moving the puck around, forcing Eden Prairie to kind of chase the play. Eden Prairie just got to stay out of the box, be Wagner. But now it's 4-0, 6:29 left in the second period. Eden Prairie has the wherewithal to come back, but they got to get moving. They got to get one, I think, before this period is up, because getting a 4 spot against Edina in a period is a pretty tall order. I think a timeout, Eden Prairie, and I think it's a good time to take a timeout, but we got to stop in the action. As I said, 6:29 left in the second period, but it's all Edina on the scoreboard.
Number 17, Brett Chorsky, with the assist to number 20, Mike Vorlicki, and the second assist to number 7, Liam Malmquist.
I mean, you could have given out 4 assists on that goal, Bart Archer.
Yeah.
I think every player touched that puck. It was absolutely terrific stuff.
Well, I think I called it Vorlicki initially, but it was Chorsky that scored that goal. And for Chorsky, that's number 10 on the season. But when Chorsky gets involved in the scoring on the offensive score sheet, things are going well for Edina. It gives him depth in scoring, makes him a little bit more difficult to defense against. But I think what Eden Prairie's just doing is settling the kids down, getting their focus back. Obviously, the Daubers a little bit down, giving up another power play goal. But this is a team that's got some skill and some energy. They just need some positives to happen on the Eden Prairie side, because they're working awful hard. Effort is not a question. They're winning some battles. They're doing the right things, but they just have to get the more pressure on Loudon Hogue, which is not an easy thing to do against a very capable Edina team on defense.
Wow, they're just, I'm telling you. Do you see a team that can beat them at this stage of the game?
Well, no, I always said well, Minnetonka's in the mix. Obviously, I think Minnetonka has a wherewithal. Edina's had their number a little bit this year.
If you include the scrimmage where Edina buried them, I know it's a scrimmage and not every one of the top guns at Tonka played. Edina buries them there, beats them twice during the regular season. I mean, I know it's hard to beat a good team. I don't know. Here comes Jensen. Will Height, backhand. Oh, he's hooked on the way in. And there's a penalty coming up. Look at this opportunity for Wilhite.
But see, that's the sequence that they need. Jensen took the puck with authority into the Edina zone, and look at him just creating some space. He works those edges quite well. He's a strong young man, but look at him get that. Draws the defender over, puts it right on Wilhite's stick. Wilhite with a nice move on that one, but Loudon Hogue, nice side to side, got the pillow in front of that one. But Edina took a penalty, and it looks like it's going to be, I can't see who it is. It looks like it's Jungles is going to go for that penalty, but great opportunity right now. Good sequence for Eden Prairie. Now that's something to build on. Now it's time to push the pace and move the puck forward, put some pressure on Hogue. Very encouraging if you're Coach Lee Smith.
To Edina's number 22, Jet Jungles. 2 minutes for hooking. Jungles for hooking.
Jensen. Now Middlestead back for Jensen.
Hooking at 10:49.
Jensen lays that one up to the line. Middlestead, that's Luke Middlestead. Holt comes away with it. Now John Middlestead gives and goes. Nope, it's going to be Jensen walking back up to where John Middlestead was. Back into the corner, too far for John Middlestead. Boltman the body check there. John Middlestead didn't like it. Takes a little shot at him. Holt bumps off the boards. Wilhite tries to protect, gets Jensen. Jensen looks in front. That's off a skate. That's blocked by Luke Middlestead. Ooh, good positioning there, as that would have been cleared with Morton on the move. Holt with it, backpedals in his own zone. Holt watched by Morton. He's going to be forced all the way back in behind. Bumps it off the end boards. Nifty play by the forward. Looks like a grizzled defenseman. John Middlestead, nice little inside-out move there on Chorsky. Loads it up. Scored!
Snipe!
Oh, my word.
Wow, really a nice sequence by John Middlestead for the Eden Prairie Eagles team. Took the puck out of his own zone to really dance and made some space. You can see him go, and he just created some space. Went down the left side and just let one go from the top of the left circle up over Loudon Hogue's shoulder. Boy, that's a snipe right there, and boy, we're just what the doctor ordered for Eden Prairie. Now it's 4-1, 5:10 to go in the second period. Eden Prairie now has some energy, some positives.
Did I see a Superman on the celly? I did.
Well, the way he shot that puck, he deserves to have a nice celly
in
like
and
that.
out in 2 seconds.
That's a big goal for Eden Prairie right now.
Very important goal there. Hogue paddle down, covers that one up. Under 5 minutes to go for 59.
And for John Middlestead, that's goal number 10, unassisted to Eden Prairie on the score sheet. Sometimes the first one's the hardest one to get. They got that one out of the way. Now it's time to get to work. Offensive zone faceoff to Loudon Hogue's right.
By the way, Ben Bolus is now in goal for Eden Prairie. Forgot to mention that thanks to John Sands, our spotter up in press row, making it happen. Williams back into his own zone with Rudrud on him. Williams flushed out of there, bumps off the boards for Borst, chips it ahead. That's off the stick. And now it's going to be laid up into the new. Ooh, that's off. A little stick got up on. Was that Kavanaugh that hit Langfels with a stick, but no call?
Well, they got away with that one, but now another offensive zone faceoff for Eden Prairie. The tides are starting to turn. You can feel Eden Prairie starting to get a little bit of a traction on this, but Edina's been very successful in the dots, especially in their own zone, so the pressure is on. Indeed, hold for Eden Prairie against Chorsky to win this faceoff. Boy, another win for Edina in the dot.
That's ripped around the wall. We'll get to face it off again and give it another shot. Now 4:19 to go in the second period.
Well, Chorsky won that one pretty clean. I'm sure Holt's going to probably get back into that faceoff, but they want to get it to either Wilhite or Jensen to take that shot, but it looks like it's going to be Wilhite that's going to give it a try this time.
Now Delaney picked up by Cam Langfels as he slings that back into the Edina zone. Boltman plays it around. Malmquist to center. Keegan Langfels back in behind. That's set up behind the net. Now they're going to play this to the left wing on the breakout. Turned over. Holt. Jensen. Ooh, off the stick. He's dangerous. Could have pulled the trigger there. Look at that. Fights off the would-be checker. Now finds Keegan Langfels on the offside as he plays that down to Holt in front. That was Jensen there. Nice series here by the Eagles. Chorsky gets the body on Wilhite, but Jensen reads the breakout, comes away with it, looks to find some room, walks to the front. There was really nowhere for him to go with it. He had to go solo there for a second and sent right back in behind the Edina net. On the stick of Boltman, watched by Holt. Here comes Jensen, gets a stick on Reiners, but too strong there. Malmquist, Delaney, nice pick up there through center. Schultz will play this off the boards in front of the benches. Sent right back in by Boltman behind the net. Pager with it. Long pass ahead. Holt deflects. Now it's Jones, wants to get a stick in. Stands up. Vorlicki got enough to stop him. Crafty play there by the Eagles senior. Jones with it. The man known as Jonesy in the corner. No relation to Keith Jones, of course, your analyst now on NBC Sports Network. Malmquist with it is related to Dylan Malmquist as he plays that one back in behind. Lilliard. Now Jones. Batchelder looks to the slot. Colby comes away with it. Eagles off the timeout, playing much better with purpose in the offensive zone. I'd say a little less defensive and in awe at this stage.
Well, they have a little more focus, a little more urgency, plus they're moving their feet.
Along the line they go up to the point. Vorlicki down low. Nevers tried to find his man in front. That was Rugemer, and he missed him. Batchelder, body, play to the high stick. Schultz gets the whistle.
Well, Edina providing a little bit of pushback on that one, but it's been all Eden Prairie for the last 4 or 5 minutes. So Coach Lee Smith has to feel pretty good about the effort that his kids are putting out there. But now Edina turns the tide and has an offensive zone face-out. The onus is going to be on John Middleset to win this one against Mason Nevers in his own zone. And Bullis with a nice save, Pete. I don't think Roseland was pulled because of a lack of quality play. Sometimes coaches can just change the goaltender. It does change the dynamic of how your team goes about their business, but I don't think he was pulled because of a poor play. He made some really terrific saves, even though he gave up a couple goals.
Back to the corner it goes. Here come the Eagles. Rudrud is open up front. Luke Middlestat finds brother John, takes it off the backhand, forces it through left side. Glove save and a beauty! Oh my word, Hogue.
Well, it was Rudrud that was straddling the blue line. He was over on the left side being a right winger, but it was Middlestat on the right side. Saw Rudrud coming in, and a right-handed shot on the left side. Had a pretty good angle, tried to go glove side. But Loudon Hogue did a really nice job of grabbing that one. Otherwise, we'd be talking about another Edina or Eden Prairie goal. So big save for the Edina goaltender. Boy, they're getting behind the Edina.
There's Hogue again, man. The scoring chances have been few and far between up until the past 5 minutes.
Well, they haven't punched. They punched one in, so that gives them some energy, but they're getting some chances now. They're manufacturing some chances, getting the puck to the open man. They're putting it to the net and forcing the Edina goaltender to make some saves, so things are trending the right direction for the Eagles lately.
Delaney. Malmquist guides that in as Singer will recover into his own zone and look ahead to Smith. Nice feed to John Middlestat. Long pass for Rudrud, doesn't get there as he fanned. Sends that one back in behind Hogue. And now there's going to be a check. Middlestat is there. Now it's going to be Wilhite fishing. Gets it back out of the corner. Oh, they had a man in front. Look at this for a chance. Wow, this is a nice close of the period here.
Absolutely. They still have a minute to do some damage, but it was Wilhite that tried to find Holt in front. Nice positioning by Vorlicki on that one, but you can see this sequence right now. Eden Prairie gets the puck down below the goal line, and there's Wilhite over to Holt. I don't know if he misfired or not, but Vorlicki in pretty good position, but Eden Prairie moving the puck and getting into the areas they need to get in. They just have to put some more pucks on Loudon Hogue for Edina.
Nevers now with 40. Looks up ice. Across the line, that's stopped by an Eagle stick. Keegan Langfell's push that ahead. Now it's Reiners. That's off the stick of Shoemaker. He stays on it, though, to the corner. Walks around behind that wrap. Run! He nearly had bullets.
Oh, it rolled on him.
Now Holt comes away with it. Has to pull up shop. Long pass to Wilhite. He's got Jensen right up the middle. Wilhite, ooh, he had the blocker pad side as Hogue's angle faded just a little. Jensen guides it back into the corner. Wilhite watched by Reiners. Wilhite now. That's Holt up for Jensen and a chance there.
Well, Eden Prairie plays to the whistle, and it was Holt that tried to get that second chance, but Loudon Hope covered it up very, very quickly. Edina took a little exception, but you play to the whistle. That's what they're geared to do, and that's exactly what Holt did. But just 2.7 seconds left, face-off in the Edina zone. So I'm sure if it's at the left offensive dot for Eden Prairie, they're going to get a left-handed shot to take this face-off, maybe go right to the net and see if they can push one in before this period closes. But Eden Prairie has to feel pretty encouraged the way they've responded the last 7 minutes, and it is going to be Jensen, the left-handed shot in the face-off dot against Chorsky. Goal is empty for Eden Prairie.
Boy, if Chorsky gets some juice on this one, ooh, they play it through. We're going to do it again.
Absolutely. Well, now point A, so the challenge is even greater now, but it was a good idea by Jensen. He won that faceoff. It wasn't clean, so Chorsky did his job to interrupt, but they're going to get one more chance. I'm sure it's going to be Jensen and Chorsky again.
And that does it for the second period. Bart, your thoughts?
Well, I think Eden Prairie was a better team in the second half of that period. Edina came out with a lot of fire and put a 4-spot or increase their lead 4-0, but then Eden Prairie scored a goal, called a timeout, and kind of got the train back on the track, so to speak. So they're trending the right direction. Obviously, 3 goals down in 17 minutes is a tall order. They certainly have the wherewithal, but they're going to come out with some energy. It's up to Edina to respond. They don't need to score any more goals, and they played defensively pretty solid, but it still promises to be a very intense and entertaining third period, so don't go away.
Guess where I'm going Saturday morning?
Crazy.
I'm going to the exercise coach in Eden Prairie.
How about that?
You can get, I got in 1 year's worth of working out there, 27% stronger with 13% body fat down. You can go there. We all live around it. We live in EP, and we've done the Pilates. We've done the Lifetime flagship stuff. We've done it all. Twice a week, 20 minutes. You eat like you should, and you do this, that's what can happen. Let's check them out.
Like you didn't have time to work out? Do you have a hard time believing you could really get in shape, lose weight, or stick with exercise? As a busy person, does it all just sound too complicated? We've worked with thousands of people who've had those same concerns. People who have a real desire to take care of their bodies, but have trouble moving from intentions to real results. Based on 20 years of development and cutting-edge science, we have created a breakthrough and totally data-driven exercise program that can fit into anyone's schedule. It's all about quality over quantity. In just 20 minutes twice a week with one of our certified coaches, you can finally enjoy strength and experience success. Most traditional workouts fail to deliver the results people desire because they aren't designed with individuals in mind. Our Smart 20 workout measures your unique makeup, and our trainers are there to make sure you get a workout that's designed perfectly for you. Never before has there been a combination of strength and conditioning put together in such a safe and efficient manner that's totally accessible to everyone regardless of their current fitness level. Thousands of people have seen the results and shared their stories, but don't just take our word for it. Don't take the word of our thousands of success stories. Come in and try it for yourself. We believe so passionately in how we can help you that we are offering you the chance to get a free trial of our Smart 20 training sessions with one of our knowledgeable coaches. There is absolutely no commitment on your end. Plus, we'll answer all of your questions about how to meet your health, weight loss, and fitness objectives. What have you got to lose? Come in for your free personal Smart 20 sessions. Register for your free sessions by signing up at exercisecoach.com.
I'm Callie Funk. I'm the program director for the Herb Brooks Foundation, and I've been with the foundation since January of 2017, so a little over a year and a half. I think that Herb Brooks would be very proud of the program. He always talked about building it from the ground up, and I think that's exactly what we're doing here. We're having youth participate, and they can start whenever they'd like, and we're not trying to make that pyramid, we're trying to just keep the base growing all the way up, and I think he'd really be proud of what we're doing here.
The Herb Brooks Foundation started the Rink Rep program over 10 years ago to give the kids a chance to play the game my dad loves so much. Our Rink Rep program is supposed to be fun. Gotta smile, remember it's just a game. Get out and exercise, play all year round. Play on the ice, play in your driveway, play at school. We just hope that you love the game.
So we really try to emphasize the importance of Herb Brooks and the 1980 Miracle team within our program. Herb Brooks stood for a lot of different valuable life lessons, and so we really want to instill the importance of positivity, teamwork, and really coming together as a team in order to meet one common goal.
The Herb Brooks Foundation started the Rink Rat program over 10 years ago. We started it to really keep my dad's legacy alive with children. His philosophy always was to give the game back to the kids and learn to love the game the way he grew up playing, and that was with his buddies out on Lake Phelan, playing street hockey, just those pickup games. And we wanted to have that atmosphere built in for these young children instead of structured association hockey. We wanted to get the kids back playing. At the end of the Rink Rat session, we hope kids take away from the program, number one, friends. I hope they made friends and had fun. And we hope they have a true love for the game, the way that we love the game. We have had several kids go on to play association hockey from our inner city Rink Rat programs. We've educated parents on how to enroll their kids in association hockey. Some of them didn't even know there was such a thing.
So we currently are mostly involved in Minneapolis, and that's all areas of Minneapolis. We have a couple schools in North Minneapolis, South Minneapolis, Northeast, and in St. Paul. Last winter we were working out of Phelan, Harding, and the new Tria rink in St. Paul. So we really try to cover a broad area so that we can include as many kids as possible. So the best way I think to reach out and get involved would be to visit our website, herbrooksfoundation.com. You can find all of our information about the Rink Rats programs, any clinics we have in the spring or summer or fall. You can also find contact information for the foundation, as well as many different links to pictures, events such as the Sticks in Stillwater, the golf tournament, Let's Play Hockey Expo, and there's also a good following for our volunteer base as well.
Well, since it's about 2 in the morning.
Past my bedtime.
Well, really. I mean, but since it is about 2 in the morning, this place is like a Bantam game now. Everybody left. They said, okay, we've had enough. We're out.
Well, and they're going to miss 17 minutes of pretty outstanding hockey. Something to look forward to. Eden Prairie down by 3. They got to get to work right away, as we said.
Except the guy with the hat to our left is still here.
Yeah, the hat.
Nice hat. Shot in on goal.
Gets it free with a bowl of soup, but it looks good on him.
That's your second. It's your second Caddyshack reference. But the best part is the bug eye roll from Rodney.
Right.
Pulled off the draw. That one looks good on you. Oh. How about when Judge Smales gives it the old bell? We're waiting.
Right.
Oh, God.
Quotable movie.
Reiners through Middlestat. So here's what we got coming up. We got, this is our 150th game of the year. Not all high school, let's be honest. Some basketball.
Well, I know
some
you've been
youth
a busy
hockey.
man.
Some youth hockey. 42 of those numbers for the Edina Youth Hockey Association. So really getting up toward about the 100 marker.
It's good stuff.
Chorsky, it's the most we've ever done. Malmquist. We're aging, but we don't fatigue completely. Luke Middlestat on the move to the right wing side for Rudrud. John Middlestat there to play that one. Now it's Chorsky, swats at it as it trickles into the neutral zone. Argetsinger comes away with it, plays it back in behind. Hogue will set up for Vorlicki. Vorlicki behind the net he goes for Williams. Leaves it up for Chorsky. Chorsky looks to play that at the line, but Keegan Langfels comes away with it. John Middlestat, nice read. Bumps it off the boards, picks it up on the move. John Middlestat. Vorlicki could be one of the most difficult one-on-one defensemen to beat in the league, and he showed you right there.
Well, he's got great footwork, plus he's very strong on his skates, and he's got a long stick zone, so very difficult to try to get any success off of.
He's got nice size. What, about 6'1"? In the NHL, they want you like 6'3", but...
Hey, as long as you can play, they'll find a spot for you.
Spurgeon's dangling. Dumba. Rudrud now. Played back in by Edina's Rugemer. Now across the line with Cam Langfels. Colby now backpedaling in behind is Johnson. Stick check for Rugemer. Lilliard gets in on him, makes the play, and sends it back in. Now it's Johnson again. He's going to try it to the left wing side. There's Keegan Langfels. Nice pinch. Beautiful feet. Oh, they tried to kick it through on the skate there. That was a nice play by Lilliard. Terrific read by Jones. Nice little series.
Well, but look at the forecheck of Eden Prairie. Their angles are better. They're putting pressure on. They're really forcing Edina to make plays a little bit quicker. Plus, they're challenging the zone exits. That's one thing Edina did very well in the first 2 periods, was get out of their zone with some efficiency and some speed. But Eden Prairie taking better angles, contesting, really making it difficult for Edina to clear their zone.
Back in behind now, Will Height. Middlestat. That's Luke Middlestat wide of the mark. Now there's Nevers. Jensen pulls it away. Back up for Luke Middlestat. Rister steered aside by Hogue. And it's played back up to the line. Jammed on the play is Shoemaker. Now it's Nevers, loads it up, back door. Oh, what a save by Bullis. Ooh, you get the pad out there. He did the job. Back in behind the net, Borst. Here comes Will Height, over to give him some heat. Comes away with it, 13:55 to go in the period. Jensen watched that one as it's going to be played to the left wing for Williams. Holt is there, Will Height. Now Williams again, Jensen comes away with it. Pushed it too far ahead. Now it's going to be Argetsinger back in his own zone. In front of the bench area, now it's going to be Kavanaugh walking, holding, shooting. Bullis a save, and he hangs on.
Well, Kavanaugh really did the right thing by taking that shot, forcing Bullis to make the save, but he came out, challenged the shooter one-on-one. Kavanaugh scored a goal in the first contest in the 6-1 during the holiday tournament. Almost made a bid for another one against the Eden Prairie squad, but nice job by Bullis to keep the puck out of the net.
I know you secretly like this song.
I don't know.
I know, because you were doing that hand thing.
I was not.
John Middlestedt. Here comes Rudwood. Ooh. Oh, there's a penalty coming up. That's going to be on Edina, but Rudwood looked like he was going for the lumberjack challenge on ESPN.
Yeah. But it is an Edina penalty, and it's going to be a terrific penalty. So Rudwood moving his feet, forcing Edina to get the sticks in the wickets. So now really a good opportunity. 13-15 left in regulation time. Eden Prairie down by 3, but on the power play face-off now to Loudenhoeg's left. Really good time for Eden Prairie to put some pressure on Loudenhoeg, force him to make some saves.
The Minnetonka Skippers have yet another blemish on their schedule as they walk out with a 2-2 tie from the Plymouth Ice Center. Now it's Rudwood with it. I'm telling you, these Eagles are going to be a problem, I think. So will the Chaska Hawks. Langfels, Rister. If things work out, we'll have the Section 2AA semis right here from God's country, known as Braemar Arena.
It'll be a dandy.
I know, I can't wait. Now Rudwood, Wilhite. Eden Prairie's been on this puck the last 5 minutes of the second period and the first 5 minutes here of the third. They have the power play. It's not going to hurt their cause for puck possession. Middlestedt watched on the play by Nevers. In front, Jensen scores! What a feed, what a bury.
Well, it was a nice play by Langfels or Luke Middlestedt to bring the puck down low and just fire it out, but it was Jensen that actually tallied that one. Goal number 30 for Jack Jensen. That's a huge milestone for Jensen, plus it cuts the lead to 2 on the power play. Now it's 4-2, 12 left to go. Eden Prairie's got the energy. Now it's up to Edina to get back to playing Hornet hockey. Quit going to the box, but Eden Prairie's got some life. They got some energy on that bench. Up to Edina to push back.
Came back to that puck possession I was talking about, Bart, for the better part of the last 10 minutes of play, and then they get the power play and they bury. Back behind the net it goes for Williams. Oh! He got railed by Garrett Smith, and he's up. He's fine. But that was a hammer.
Well, Edina not really happy with that, but Smith, a very physical player. We just want to make sure that Williams is going to be all right. Nick Williams, the sophomore defenseman, got taken into the wall pretty hard. But we just hope he gets back. But it is going to be a penalty to Garrett Smith, so Edina's going to go back on the power play. Kind of a tough penalty to take on that one. You finally got close the lead within 2, and now you put Edina back on the power play. So time for this Eden Prairie Eagle team to pick up their teammate who's done so much for them through the year. They have to get through this challenge, P. Wagner. It's not going to be easy, but our thoughts are with Nick Williams. We've seen this a little bit too much in the last games that we've done, P. Wagner, but a lot of work along the wall and players getting dinged up a little bit. We just hope Williams can come back and contribute to his or be involved with his team to finish this game out, but they're going to take the necessary time. Well, looks like Smith is going to be showing the door. I think Smith is going to be done for the night, P. Wagner. That tells me it might be a 5-minute with a 10-minute misconduct as well.
Or a game.
Or a game. But I will say that Garrett Smith, he's a very aggressive player, but he's not malicious. The more times he's defending himself than he is actually spiriting that, but he's been a very aggressive player, but I don't think there was any malicious intent. We just want to make sure that Nick Williams is going to be okay, but Edina's going to be on the power play.
To Eden Prairie's number 10, Garrett Smith. 10-minute, checking from behind with a game disqualification. It's a 5-minute major penalty.
Boy, that's a big one right there.
Wow, so a 5-minute major with a game misconduct.
Well, it's an emotional game, and sometimes your emotions can get the better of you, but Edina with a golden opportunity to finish this game out.
In front, oh, and a nice save made there by Bullis.
That was a great save by Bullis. In front of the slot, off the post. Now it's swatted away.
Up to the line it goes with Vorlicki. Nevers wanted to make a move, but he got stopped by Jensen. He's got Batchelder with him. Jensen had trouble gathering it in, finally got it, shovels it through, steered out of there by Hogue. And now it's going to be Nevers back across the line, touch pass from Jungles. Oh, Bullis didn't bite on the little move, but got the pad down on that.
Nice recovery by the Eden Prairie goaltender. Vulnerable moment.
We remain 4-2 here with 10:55 to go. The power play for Edina, though, for EP, half of the remaining time of the period is going to be spent killing a penalty, and they got to keep them off the board. And it's an explosive power play for Edina.
Right, Eden Prairie in survival mode so far, so good. Bullis with a couple key saves so far.
Do you see Williams on the bench, Bart, or did he go down underneath?
Yeah, I think he went underneath P. Wagner just as a precautionary measure. But we certainly hope for a speedy return for him. He's been a valuable contributor to this Edina Hornet success.
Cut off behind the net by Bullis. They'll ring the corner to it now. It's going to be up to the line with Vorlicki. Didn't have a shooting lane. That deflected twice on its way in. 3:20 to go in the major. Off the boards. And there's a shot. He scores! Tapped right in there. Beautiful goal. Edina on the power play. It's 5-2.
And that's going to be Jungle's goal, but really credit Liam Malmquist with a good patience on that one. He kind of let the play unfold. Most players would actually get rid of that puck very quickly, but watch him just wait right there for the Eden Prairie defenseman to commit. And it was Jungles up and over the shoulder of Bullis. Now it's 5-2. Still 3:11 left in the major penalty to Garrett Smith. But lead now back to 3, just over 10 minutes to go. But if Eden Prairie can get out with just being down 3, they still have a shot in the last 5 or 8 minutes of this game. But Edina with some energy right now. Power play goal, Jungles.
Scoring for Edina.
They can continue to work on the power play with 2:56 to go in it. Jungles, the official goal. Malmquist with 1 assist, and the second assist to Luke Rugemer picks up the other assist. I thought that was Chorsky that was out there, but Argetsinger comes together with Rugemer. Down low is Bishop. Rugemer, look at the size. Edina wants to go with the size toward the playoffs up front. I think that's been a big difference maker after a conversation with Dave Terwilliger. In the years past, his size has been a problem. Some guys have been kind of running them over. Ooh, got ugly there.
Well,
couple cross checks to the globe.
Yeah, this is what you don't really want to see. You want them to play with intensity, you want them to play with emotions, but when it spills over, it gets pretty ugly pretty quick, and that's Drew Bishop, part of that fray. And I don't know who it is for the Eden Prairie Eagles. I think it was Schultz, but two pretty tough customers mixing it up a little bit. Referees jumped in right away to really avoid anything from escalating too much, but boy, emotions are running amok right now.
They're going to have plenty to talk about on this one. Schultz, Bishop got sent the door on that one.
Well, the referees are doing what they can to try to control this play right now, but Schultz is going to the box, and they're going to send him as well. At least the referee's pointing to that door. Well, it looks like they're letting Schultz into the penalty box unless something changes. Interesting to see how this plays out. Still 2:22 left in the major penalty to Garrett Smith, but it's going to be a little bit before we get this part sorted out. Yeah, it looks like Schultz is going out. A couple parting words for the referees. Not the way you want to kind of exit a game, obviously.
So now we've had 3 players ejected here in the third period with game misconducts.
Well, this is the third time these teams have squared off this year, and they're very familiar with each other. There is respect in the locker rooms for the opposing teams. That doesn't mean they have to like each other once play is involved, and we're seeing a little bit an example of that right now, but we just hope this doesn't get out of hand. 9:15 left in regulation time. Edina up by 3. Still some conversations between Eden Prairie and Edina. It looks amicable to a certain degree, but it looks like Chorsky and Argetsinger are kind of sharing some conversations, but it looks to be somewhat sportsmanlike.
Edina's number 6, Drew Bishop, 2 minutes for roughing and a misconduct. Eden Prairie's number 16, Clayton Schultz, 2 minutes for roughing and a misconduct.
So we're still
coincidental minor penalties.
So coincidentals for roughs. They don't have anybody serving those. That's interesting.
Yeah, you would think that there would be at least
there should be 2 guys in the box, I would think. But what do I know?
Well, I hear when you're hockey rink, you're super smart.
You heard the
you could
the
tell
Red
I did.
Knights. That was a pretty good pod, wasn't it?
That was a
Did you
good
listen to
job.
it at all?
I thought your questions were fabulous too, by the way.
It was interesting, though. I mean, what they go through, and you can kind of, you're starting to uncover the dance comp. To me, we'll get that in a second. Who cares? Now it's going to be Malmquist with it.
Tune it in.
Now Vorlicki, Malmquist. Jensen, he can turn it up the ice so quickly. It's got Batchelder, but that's Malmquist who got back in a hurry. Vorlicki with the stick brings Jensen down, and now it's going to be Nevers back up ice. Batchelder gets back on him. Chorsky tried to angle across the line, and they're going to say offside. Ooh, he said it was good. He said sorry.
Well, yeah, in fact, there's an apology, but the linesman that was at the blue line where Nevers was said no, but the referee on the other side blew that whistle. Nonetheless, we play on.
That's the same one that called the high stick. He's having a tough night, but he's been here for like 8 hours. So.
Well, it's been a long night for him, but you still have to do your job.
Absolutely.
But I think they've done a pretty good job of keeping control of what could get.
Did you see the linesman hanging him out to dry?
Absolutely.
He left the arms like in the good,
Yep.
like straight across for like an extra 10 seconds.
And you can tell he had a little conversation with Mason Nevers as well.
Reiner's with it. John Middlestedt loses an edge. 1:05 to go in the major. Edina with 1 on it so far. Delaney jammed on the play by Keegan Langfels. Now it's Borst with it. Keegan Langfels again misses his man. That's John Middlestedt. Back from the corner it goes. In front, that puck rolls. Borst tries to muscle his way. Watched by Pager. Now Colby comes away with it. He has Reiners open up high. Stead goes across to the far side to Boltman. Deflects and ramps up and out of play with 38 seconds to go. 7:31 to go in the period.
Well, again, I like the fact that Edina coaches are putting like guys like Jackson Borst out there, getting some ice time. The Colbys are getting more ice time. The Mortons, those types of players getting more ice time than we normally see. But that just means that they're getting close to sections. They want to get them some ice time, get them into the mix a little bit more. But Edina comes back with a big line.
Rister off the glass all the way up to the line, held in by Vorlicki, 23 in the man advantage. Argetsinger gets on Nevers, plays that up for Vorlicki. Snapper hits traffic on its way in. Now it's going to be Jungles who comes away with it.
10 seconds left on the power play.
Backdoor, they had Nevers, couldn't handle it. 5 to go. Will Height with a nice play. He and Chorsky to the corner. Will Height fights it ahead. Now it's going to be Holt with it as they are now at full strength as Jones steps on the ice. He served that major penalty for Garrett Smith.
Well, taking one for the team, but they only gave up 1 goal, and in some cases that could be
successful.
successful.
Nifty transition. Malmquist can scoot. Scores! That was gorgeous. Watch this transition with the mitts.
Well, and for Malmquist, I believe that's goal number 20. So 2 players have reached thresholds. Jensen with his 30th, and now Malmquist with his 20th. But that boosts the lead to 6-2, 6:35 left in the regulation time. But Malmquist all alone. You have to feel for goaltender Ben Bullis. He did what he could, but Malmquist just spread the pillows, tucked it in neatly for his 20th goal of the year.
Scoring for Edina, number 7, Liam Malmquist.
Rudrud now to John Middlestedt. Oh, nifty move there as he is worked on by Morton back in behind the net. John Middlestedt jammed by Vorlicki. Now Rudrud comes along to the corner. Up for Pager. Nope. Cut off by Rugemer. Morton is there. Stopped by Pager in front of the bench area, and up it goes into the Edina bench.
Well, credit Jake Boltman, junior defenseman, with an assist on that one. He's the one that sprung Malmquist free. And for Boltman, that's his 9th assist, his 13th point, but he does more than just throw up on the score sheet. He defends quite well, so nice to see a defenseman getting involved on the score sheet as well.
Across the line, Rudrud hits the boards. It's going to be Vorlicki. Swings it to the right side. Now he gets it over to Johnson. Sent right back in by the Hornets. Overman to the corner. Argetsinger is there. Now it's Borst up to Johnson. Back over for Vorlicki. Wrister deflected. Bullets lost the sight on that one. 6-2 your score. Now it's going to be John Middlestad across the line. That wrister was blocked and stopped by Vorlicki. Back into the corner. Rudrud walks. Ooh, nice pad save. Flared neatly there by Hogue. Now it's going to be Borst. He'll work this one across the line. Cam Langfels gets a stick in there. Pager comes away with it. Borst jammed on the play. That by Jones, but the Hornets control with Nevers, loses an edge. And now it's going to be Jones back up ice. He better hurry. He's 1-on-2. Stopped by Boltman as those two come together. We'll see if they let them go. And they do.
Oh, Boltman, oh boy, you hate to see that.
What happened?
Well, he kind of gave him the scissors on that as far as Jones. Boltman tried to get free, and he might have tugged something, one of the muscles. He's not happy about it at all, and the referee watched it unfold in front of his eyes. Elected to let him play, but you just hate to see a consequence. And Jones, I don't see him as a malicious player, but they just got kind of wrapped up. But it looks like Eden Prairie's going to get a penalty as the door is open. We don't know that for sure, but it's just another defenseman for Edina, kind of dinged up a little bit. Both teams want to get out of here healthy. Eden Prairie just 4:55 left to go. The penalty box door is indeed closed, so Eden Prairie just wants to finish this last, see if they can win the last 4:55 of this game. But we just want to make sure that Boltman and Williams comes back for this Edina Hornet team. Those are two big primary defensemen on the squad.
Here comes Jones, and I thought Vorlicki was going to throw him into the third row, and so did he.
Yeah.
Now Nevers with it. Jungle stopped the stick there on the play by Horton.
Wow, that's a good stick by Horton. You see Jungles come through the neutral zone, and he's so crafty that sometimes he can get caught flat-footed, but a nice stick really by Horton on that one kept the forward pressure from being realized. So face-off outside the zone, 4:41 to go. Edina up 6-2. Boltman's still on the bench. He's up and standing and moving around a little bit, so hopefully it was just a little bit of a nick. Nothing too serious.
Wide of the mark, Middlestad. Holt now. Now it's going to be Langfels with it. Nice job there. Ooh, that one stopped. Langfels stays on it. Holt was there, plays it to a near wing. Jensen comes across. Little sauce over for Luke Middlestad. How's she going for the shot in on goal?
Boy.
Look at that. He just left Delaney in the dust. That was beautiful.
Yeah, indeed he did. It was Jensen with a nice, as you said, soft sauce pass. And it was Luke Middlestad that took it off the boards and put a good shot on goal, trying to go glove side high, but it was Loudon Hogue that flashed the leather once again. Loudon Hogue's really played a nice game. 2 goals on 19 shots, and some of them have been pretty good opportunities for Eden Prairie, so Hogue's done his job tonight.
Rugemer plays ahead. Jensen fishes it out. Now Holt comes away with it, watched by Rugemer. Everybody's going to have to stand still at the line as he gets it in. Now it's going to be Jensen down the wall. Boltman no worse for wear as he's back in the lineup. Holt's going to walk this one out of the corner. He'll be jammed, and he gets an extra, and they're going to, and in comes Wilhite.
Well, in fact, it was Boltman who knew he was going to get a penalty, so he took extra liberties on that one. Really a little uncharacteristic of him, but I think from the previous sequence, he's still a little bit chafed about that, but he's going to spend 2 minutes in the box. Just 3:42 left in regulation time. Boltman still chirping, but it was either Jensen or Holt that he was actually mixed up with. But he's going to spend 2 minutes in the box. It's good for Edina that he's back out on the ice, but now Edina man down. What they're trying to do is just protect his lead, protect their goaltender, but a good opportunity for Eden Prairie to at least chip away at this lead. 3:42 to go. Interference by Boltman.
13-18.
At the line now, power plays in store. Oh, good to see Mike Wirtz. He doesn't know. I was just texting to David Maley about you. I will call you tomorrow. We'll break it down. Mike Wirtz. I was literally typing about him to David Maley as we speak, who's on board with us. How good is that? Came by to say so long. There's a shot, nice save by Hogue. Now it's going to be Holt with it. Middlestad, oh, nifty job through traffic as Middlestad dangles along the line to the slot area. They find an opening, and the Hornets will send it the length of the ice.
Well, he had Will Height just camped in front of the net, couldn't get the puck to him. Otherwise, Will Height would have had a nice redirect, but here comes Holt with speed. Boy, he can scoot.
Holt can scoot. John Middlestat. Oh, there's Jensen with a shot. Ooh, he's a sniper. But Hogue is on his A+ game here.
Absolutely. Jensen put it where he wanted to, about 1.5 feet off the ice on the glove side, but a really nice save by Loudon Hogue, but it's the shot that Jensen wanted.
They'll play this up to Jones. Oh, no. Here we go. This is a mile-long breakaway from Malmquist. Plenty of time. Scores! Oh, my word. He started from basically end to end. And he had nothing but time right there on that little mix-up at the line, and off he goes. Look at this one, Bart.
Well, I thought Jungles did the appropriate play. It's previous to this, but you see Malmquist, remember he went 5-0 last time, just chipped it up and over the shoulder blocker side on Bullis. But it was Jungles that actually made that play, drew the defender in, let the puck go, let Malmquist skate into it. He went in all alone from the red line forward. Bullis's eyes, I'm sure, got big. But for Malmquist, that's his third goal of this game, 21st of the season.
Malmquist's eyes even got bigger.
Absolutely.
Hornets still short-handed off that shorty. Now Rudrud with it. Luke Middlestat gifts it over for Jones. Johnson watches him. Jones to the corner, accelerates, tries to get away from the defense. Back up high for Rudrud. He'll give to Luke Middlestat. Nice touch pass. Batchelder gets it high for Rudrud. Slaps that one into traffic. Puck rattles to the slot. Rudrud gets it back. Now Luke Middlestat. He's going to fake the shot. Stick there by Kavanaugh. Nice one. And sends it through center with 9 to go in the power play. 1:48 to go in the third.
Boy, a great play by Kavanaugh. Just 4 seconds left on the penalty to Boltman. Then he down to back 5-on-5.
Rudrud back up ice. By the way, we'll have these Eagles live and on the air Saturday afternoon, 3 o'clock. Their senior day against the Hopkins Royals, as we'll close out our coverage for you at the mnhockey.tv. That too far for Borst. They said no on the ice and then decided to go with it.
Well, that was a good idea. Down to get behind the Eden Prairie defenseman, try to do a bit of a stretch sauce pass, but just a little aggressive all the way down into the Edina zone for this faceoff. 126 as everybody's filing for the exits right now.
It's going to get cold.
But Edina, good showing tonight. Really took a team that was playing very well in Eden Prairie and put a 7 spot up, but Edina just flexing their offensive muscles, but showing that they can play defense as well.
Now Boltman with it, rings the boards to the right wing, cut off by Lilliard. Cam Langfell's there as well. Chipped up high through everyone. Now it's going to be Pager to regroup in his own zone. Won't be enough for an ice. He better hurry because Borst is on him. Nice job to get away and accelerate.
Boy, Edina
Pager
aggressive on the forecheck.
Kresbach lost the handle. Will regroup at center. Finds Cam Langfells as he chips that one back into Edina territory. Now Luke Johnson, D to D for Vorlicki, rolls on him. Overman now. Kavanaugh, that hits Pager over to the near boards. Johnson again. Sends that up to center. Kavanaugh gathered in by Pager, quickly up the ice to the left wing for Holt as he took that from Cam Langfells. Here comes Jensen. Wants to work his way through traffic. Overman gets a stick on him, plays to center. Pager with 30 to go in the period. Now Jensen underneath his stick, the length of the ice it goes. No ice on the play as there's Johnson. Jensen is there, checked by Colby, stays on the puck. Now Will Height lays that one through the goal mouth area. It's going to be picked up by Rugemer through center ice. Big number 15 stood up on the play, poked to the corner. Kavanaugh stood up by Cam Langfells as it's sent right back in and around with 3 to go. That's going to do it here. The Edina Hornets convincing in fashion in their 7-2 win. The Eagles with the pushback got it to 4-2, Bart. Things were interesting. The major penalty to Garrett Smith, they were bringing the forecheck, was probably a little more than they wanted. And that major penalty really changed the complexion of this hockey game.
It did change the complexion. Sometimes that can be kind of a bit of a momentum buster, but if you look at the shots on goal, 28 for Edina and 21 for Eden Prairie, so they really started to chip away and really make some things happen. But Eden Prairie didn't play their A game tonight. There are a couple things that they need to clean up going into Saturday's contest, but this is a good team that's going to be heard from again. You know, it doesn't matter if you lose 3-2 or 7-2. A loss is a loss. I'm sure Eden Prairie not feeling great about coming in here and getting beat by the Edina Hornets, but this is a tough place to play. Just the fact Edina put a 7 spot up against a good defensive team in Eden Prairie is a bit of a surprise, but Edina came to play tonight, and they came with all guns ablazing, and top to bottom, all lines had some continuity as far as forward pressure, but I think it comes down to the defense that Edina played. They just didn't allow Eden Prairie a lot of room in their zone, and they protected the middle of the ice, especially in their own zone, so Edina a very complete win tonight.
Edina will close out the regular season where they'll take on the Wayzata Trojans, who are feeling good. That's an interesting game because it's a Section 6AA implication. They could see them at some level here. They tie the Minnetonka Skippers, do Wayzata, and this Eden Prairie team will finish out at home against the Hopkins Royals. We'll have that game at the mnhockey.tv. Oh, goodness, what a season we've had here. We've got one more to go. We're working on getting the Section 2AA semifinals for you. Audio only of the Section 2AA and 6AA as they turn the cameras off for that one. That's going to do it here from Braemar Arena. Thanks for joining us here tonight, and we'll see you on Saturday. So long, everybody.